What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the Kolosseum Rewind presented by Hitbox. It is North American Mortal Kombat action here on Rewind. Rewind is a 5-week series through both time and space here in the NetherRealm community. MK11, Injustice 2, MKX, we're right in the middle, and then the next 2 weekends will be Injustice 1 and Mortal Kombat 9. This is the final Mortal Kombat X event, and I am joined by some apps. This is, I feel like even if I say it, something bad's gonna happen. This is such a star-studded lineup of talent here on the screen. Welcome. I'll start with you, Mr. Joshua Gray, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Hey, what a pleasure it is to be here. A huge shout out to Mr. Aquaman joining my event back in the spring. I needed to pop by after harvesting these wonderful fields. Look at all of this talent North America has to offer. We are going to reap these fields today, ladies and gentlemen, at the Coliseum. This is on the other side of the Coliseum. When you're up front, you see everybody lining up. You see the tailgaters. You see everybody grabbing some snacks. But out back, boom, that's where we have the rich soil, trying to get more and more of these better Mortal Kombat players showcased online. And, you know, I have a deep connection to Mortal Kombat X. That's where we launched the Pro League back in the day. So happy to see another online event happening, and happy to see how great the Coliseum is doing, and happy to see Destroyer here as well.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here with the greats such as yourselves. And, you know, Mortal Kombat X, it'd be a sin not to invite me here. I'm super excited. This is, for me, the more entertaining game of the NRS titles. And it's just always a blast, you know, coming on, watching these people get down and dirty, watching the blood fill the ground. MKX has a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to get this top 8 started.
You got me right when I took a shot, so hold on a second.
Yeah!
Woo! We're gonna have some fun here, guys. North American Mortal Kombat X. Destroyer, you've been one of the ones continuously supporting Mortal Kombat X, running events for it. Joshua Gray just talked about being behind the Pro League, which was arguably the biggest thing that's ever happened for competitive NRS games of all time. So shout outs to you guys and being a part of the history of this game, and thanks for being on. Let me see if we got a bracket for us to look at here and see who's competing in this top 8 here today for North America. And I'll get into the match arena and all that fun stuff later. Out of the gate, couple of noticeable names here. I see Burrito Voorhees on the screen. Some exciting characters potentially with Ferritor, I think, is one of the characters Burrito messed with a lot during the final ages of the game. Ash House Wares. I want to say warehouse every time. I want to say it every time. But is going to be representing Kano Nation. I only know that because he jumped into my Discord this morning and signed up for the event and put in all caps Kano Nation. So if he doesn't play Kano, I'm going to ban him from this top 8. And
no, he'll definitely be playing Kano.
And Unbearable Skill. This is a name that I think we should all be familiar with here in MKX now. Going up against Exotic Dong, and I think Exotic Dong got some big wins to get into this top 8 too. Is that a name you're familiar with, Destroyer, by chance?
Yes, very familiar. If I remember correctly, the dude rocks a pretty nasty alien, so we'll see what happens. I could be wrong though. You know, so many familiar faces show up, come and go, so we'll definitely see what's going on with that dude. But the name, unforgettable.
Unforgettable. Oh my goodness! Best type of dong, says Joker Jordan in the chat. I would agree. Like that's the one that you should be trying to obtain, the exotic level. That's right.
Yeah, and I mean, going down this list, dude, you got Unbearable Skill. I mean, there's not much to say about him. He's been dominating the necro scene for Mortal Kombat X for quite some time now, rocking the Crystalline Tremor, rocking the Kung Lao. STB Kamasi coming through with the Kenshi. Eonator, I'm not too familiar with that name, but, you know, making it into a top 8 such as this, he's got to be coming in with some heat. Oh, boy, the legendary Shujinki in the loser side as well.
Whoa.
Going up against Cyclone, this is going to be one hell of a top 8 bracket.
Dink's going to be mixing in this thing? Hold on a second. And Cyclone was a demon of this game, especially when this game started to, you know, these longer online series started to happen. That's where I first found out about Cyclone. That man's Jason is a problem.
Dude, well, hold up. The Jason you're talking about, that's the beauty about Cyclone. You know, Mr. Rockman, Joshua Gray, this guy comes into this tournament. Well, actually, throughout all the years, he's been coming into Mortal Kombat, kind of rocking the lower tier end of characters. Like, he did kind of start off with the Jason, but it kind of shifted away towards like characters like Warrior Predator or very unorthodox characters like a weird variation of Boraicho. And he's been doing a lot of work with these underutilized variations, I gotta say. Perhaps the best Warrior Predator in the game right now.
If I see Warrior Predator, I will add money to the prize pool directly.
You'll see it. If he doesn't bring it out, then he's trolling.
I better see something like ground pound into the EX uppercut, the like 6-frame armored hit that is so beyond unholy fast and safe.
Dude,
that character's kind of wild when he got going.
I'll just tell you what. If Cyclone gets these combos down packed, the amount of damage you're gonna witness with a Warrior Predator self detonate, your jaws are gonna be dropped. I just hope he pulls it off.
Big storyline if we're able to see that. You know, Shijinki Dink's been kind of that tutor, that uncle, that kind of somebody a lot of people have looked up to. A lot of the new blood have looked up to, especially on YouTube. So fun to see Shijinki Dink show off some moves. Also, I was able to interview Shijinki Dink, one of my podcast episodes back in the day. Chat blowing up like crazy over Exotic Dong. I don't know how that name got past the censors and into our hearts, but it's going to be unforgettable. Let's go. Looking forward to this bracket.
I'm actually curious. Can we get confirmation in the chat? Who the hell does Exotic Dong play? Is it Alien or Liu Kang? I can't freaking remember. Give us some confirmation, please.
Yeah, guys. Give us some confirmation if you got the tech out there. If you got the details. I'm gonna get this first match going here. Ash Housewares and Burrito Voorhees. Burrito invite is out. Sorry for the delay, guys, especially earlier in EU, but we are schmoovin' right now as North America is beginning.
We got Sakayo in the chat.
This is gonna be crazy.
He's one of the people who I've seen pop up in my chat as well. So shout out to the Bonehawks and others that are joining us.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm on Kratos now.
Welcome, Conrad. Welcome, comrade.
You know what? Let me leave that comment out. I was gonna say something while I was watching the EU side of things, and Arn Kratos was pronouncing a name
he
there.
Was.
I'm just gonna leave it out.
All right, I gotta back out. Burrito, I'm gonna try it again.
Wow, so we're starting this bracket from top to bottom, huh?
Top to bottom, that is correct.
All right, so right off the bat, I think we're gonna be looking at Ferritor going up against Kano. And the beauty about Ash Housewares is, you know, this guy is a Kano specialist. You know, you look at a player sometimes and they'll probably utilize one variation of a character. You know, prime example, myself and HQT. You know, that's the only, I know how to shoot lasers and mix motherfuckers. That's my thing. But you look at someone like Ash Housewares, he's going to be utilizing every single variation to the tip point potential. And, you know, when you got a character with every variation like that, it opens up options. You know, you're not jailed to one situation. If you're getting zoned out, you could probably switch out to Cybernetic Kano, get the freaking mid projectiles. You got access to Commando Kano, all the freaking command grabs in the world, and then Cutthroat. That's going to be Damage City. So I feel like Ash Housewares, he's going to base that variation pick depending on who he's fighting. I've seen it before.
And you look at Ferritor, you know, a name we haven't heard in quite some time, and let's go back to the MKX days, but it felt like Ferritor was an evolution of the Brawler, or at least a different variation of the Brawler that people fell in love with Bane and Injustice 1. So just seeing whatever type of variation the choices will be for Ferritor here, I'm excited to see, because it was such a rarity to see this pick even back in the Pro League days.
This day it's rare.
Yeah, to this day it's still rare. But those rare characters, as the top of the top, have shown us in the past they can surprise anybody. So if it's going to be Ferritor, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised and definitely will have my attention throughout the entire fight.
You ain't lying. Guys, right now, just trying to set up this first match. I'm gonna have to do something crazy. Burrito can't connect to our King of the Hill, so I'm gonna have to do him through a room. If you guys want to keep talking for a moment while I set that up, I do apologize.
Sure.
Yeah, of course, man. Again, I want to ask you a question, Mr. Joshua Gray. From all the NRS titles, which are the ones you've been enjoying the most? You've been messing around with a lot of Mortal Kombat 11 lately?
Yeah, definitely played a lot of Mortal Kombat 11. I'd have to say if I lined up all the titles back to back to back and I had to gauge how much time I spent in each individual title, outside of climbing that gosh darn 300 level tower in MK9, I would say that MK11 is the one that I've played the most, with Injustice 2 being the second. I really, really liked the footsie mechanics and the spacing in Mortal Kombat 11, but I do note the number of comments and chiming in with grains of salt, take it as you will, of people missing MKX or missing the mechanics of MKX and more of the rush down, running in your face, strategizing these combos, even watching Cassie Cage earlier in the EU side, having to see her run or do the double dash in order to get into the combo and do more of those types of maneuvers and performances. It's tough. I mean, you can say it's tough for MK11 as well, but it seemed there was more offensive and defensive maneuvers and mechanics that were available in MK11. They didn't have as many defensive mechanics in MKX. However, that was the nature of MKX. People want that offense. And I would hear this back in the day of, instead of nerfing different characters, just buff everybody. Just make everybody buff. Make everybody overpowered.
Make everyone broken.
That is such an understatement you just said right there. You know, I kind of feel like instead of nerfing the characters, buffing everyone, not only is it going to make, you know, these characters much stronger, obviously, but I feel like it'll just add a lot more eye candy, you know, because when you look at fighting games, when it comes to the entertainment value, you got to admit, the broken shit is what gets people coming back. You know, they want to see these ridiculous 70% combos. They want to see these flashy 12-hour combos. And I just feel like it makes a recipe for great entertainment.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Speaking from my experience too, you know, a lot of people ask me what my favorite game is, and I think it all depends on the weather that day. For real, because, you know, I have things that I like about MK11. I have things I like about MKX. I have things I like about MK9. And then I have things I really effing hate about MK11. I have things I really effing hate about MKX. I have things I really hate about MK9. So really, at the end of the day, it's just pick your poison. But I will say that there does seem to be this, when it comes to Mortal Kombat X specifically, it really is one of the best games that we've ever put out, or that they've ever put out, that's so viewer friendly. Like, people can watch MKX all day long because of the quicker action, the lengthier combos. It's just flashier on the screen, you know, versus the slower pace of MK11 or the slower pace of Injustice 2 that people at the time thought was really slow. And I'll tell you guys, I ran Injustice 2 last weekend right after MK11, and Injustice 2 felt like a speed run in comparison to MK11, and I was like, I don't remember this game being that quick. And so it's kind of, you know, that's the split. That MK11 does have a very slow, neutral pace to it.
No, you know what it is? I don't think MK11 necessarily has a slow, neutral pace. I kind of feel like it's a matter of like intaking what the game provides for you. Once you kind of get all the mechanics down packed, once you know about get-up rolls and everything the game has to offer, it kind of sets its own pace. So in a way, you know, Mortal Kombat may seem slow paced to the viewers, but when you're playing it, that shit's fast as hell, man. There's so many different things you got to think about, whether your opponent's going to wake up, get up, roll, whether he's going to, you know, wake up buttons. Like, in its own sense, dude, it's kind of fast paced for me, I'm not going to lie. And then
even the mechanics of flawless blocking. I mean, the mechanics of flawless blocking and having to, again, have defensive measures in order to match toe-to-toe with your opponent adds a different layer. And that layer some people may consider to be slower. Okay, so be it. But it's a defensive layer that I've liked, that if I'm getting blown up, you know, breakaways, there's still arguments about breakaways, but there's things to kind of interrupt if you make one mistake here or there, where it felt like if in MKX, if you're playing against Sonic Fox's Alien, if you sneeze or blink wrong, it's over. It's game over.
Yeah, you're getting mixed. You're getting hit with an overhead into all your life bar just erased due to acid damage.
Little Ben,
I can't agree more, man.
Little Ben in chat saying that MK11 is the prettiest game by far. Hey, they really stretched the Unreal 4 engine and the different kind of Frankenstein monster way that they built everything, because all game studios do that based off one core engine and then add more of the engines. But MK11 is so gorgeous. Then you think about, okay, what's available in the modern day consoles today if we can get all our semiconductors to actually get the consoles. There's more information they can pack. What does that mean? More characters they can put in a game. People want the cyborgs back. They want the cyborgs. So whatever next MK title, they want these classic characters that help make Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat. And I think that's what NetherRealm will focus on in whatever type of title comes down the road,
Yeah.
be it Injustice, Mortal Kombat, whatever. But go ahead, Destroyer.
I mean, the rumors are kind of pointing at MK12. You know, sources are saying that's the next game they're working on. And I want to ask you, Joshua Gray and Aquaman and the chat, if that is the case, if Mortal Kombat 12 is the next game that's going to be released, the rumors pointing at, what is the #1 character you want to see in that game?
Besides Katana?
I mean, hey, I feel like Katana's gonna be, you know, if she's not in the game, people are gonna start cracking heads.
You know, I'm gonna agree with Lady Elmo in chat. I'm gonna go Takeda.
Ooh.
And the reason why is because in one of his variations in MKX, he almost looks like a Jedi. It's like he has 2 lightsabers, and I thought,
oh my God,
let's do that,
was it Ronin
please.
Takeda?
Yeah, Ronin Takeda. Let's do
That is
that.
Jedi
More of
Takeda.
that, please. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that. But you know, I had one character that I really wanted to see, but then I saw him in the latest Mortal Kombat film, the animated film, the good one, Battle of the Realms, which was a lot of fun. Recently came out. Check that out. But yeah, so I'll definitely say Katana for sure. But then secondary would probably be some Striker.
All right, guys.
Me, personally, I want to see Havoc. I've been dying for Havoc to make an appearance in one of these games. We haven't seen him in God knows how long. The dude has been missing in all the latest NRS titles, and I think he's one of the hypest characters. The dude snaps his bones to get damage buffs. Like, it's so MK, so brutal. Please bring back Havoc. Please.
I've been informed by our producer, Mr. Aquaman, that we're going to be moving on to the next match.
Whoa, what?
Wait for Burrito Voorhees
to
connect. So
he is currently restarting his setup. He's going through, I think, some internet issues right now. So I'm gonna give him a minute while we do that. So I'm gonna try to get Exotic Dong going up against Unbearable Skill. And if you saw, Exotic Dong said that he was a Takeda main in chat. I don't know if you guys saw that. But speaking of the devil,
exciting.
he might just show up here. Oh, there's Burrito. Thank goodness. All right.
okay.
So Unbearable, if you're here, if you can hear me, I sent you a message on Twitter as well. If you come into our room, I'll just invite you next, and you'll be next on stream. This is Winner's Top 8, guys. You just saw the bracket on screen, and invites are finally going out to the players. And we'll finally get some Mortal Kombat X action here. A character I was really looking forward to was also Raiko, and I'll tell you why. It was mainly after the Mortal Kombat X comic book, because I want that entire bloodline like story, because it was one of the coolest things that I had seen, and pretty much give me anything from the comic in the next game, and I'll be pretty happy. I want to see Kotal Khan maybe.
Wow.
Okay, I take that back. I want to see Kotal Khan, but it comes with a second thing. I
was gonna say, what happened to Kodo?
I want to
betrayed
see
him.
Standing on his own 2 feet.
I want to see Kotal Khan win a match in story mode, like win a fight in story mode.
Yeah.
I want one win. Could I get one? Could I get one without losing a limb or a body part or a title?
You know, yesterday I was thinking about the reveal trailer for Kotal Khan, and they killed him at the end of the trailer because I think it may have been a mistake which one they labeled, but LeVar Burton, or not Lamar Burton,
Phil Lamar?
Phil Lamar, yeah, excuse me, Phil Lamar, who plays the voice of Kotal Khan, tweeted out like, "Why do you have to do Kotal like that, man? What,
Dude?
Dang. That was a low blow right there, man. And seriously, that was like the only trailer where it had the highlight of the character getting killed at the end.
I think it's the only one in NRS history.
Yeah. That was great.
And then they killed him again in the expansion.
Yep. Throw his head off a boat. Spoilers.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. Well, you know, I think that's why Katana is meant to be Khan.
So we actually got Burrito Voorhees is going to be the first match, right? He was able to connect.
Yeah, if you guys want to see, he is just currently beating my ass senseless before I go AFK here.
Oh, wow. Kind of practicing with the Jason Voorhees makes me believe he's going to be straying away from that Ferritor pick.
Is he going to mirror? No way. Oh, wait, no, this is Ash. I thought we were already at Cyclone. I saw Jason. I was like, wait a minute, Cyclone.
Ash is 100% coming with the Kano Nation.
Oh, this is a scrap.
I'm pretty sure, depending on who Burrito goes with, that's going to be the pick Ash Houseware goes with. He's going to base that on the character he's got to go up against. But, you know, Ash Housewares, like I said previously, a masterful player, utilizes all the variations of Kano. What I know from him is he kind of likes to go with the Commando Kano most of the time. And, you know, I feel like Commando Kano is probably the lesser seen variation of all the three. So, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a Kano player, you better get that pen and paper out. Take some notes because You're about to see some shit you haven't seen before with Kano.
I've got my handy dandy notebook out right now, ready to go.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
going down.
It is going down. Burrito Voorhees, Ash Housewares. Oh, let me put an S on the end of his name. Let me do this proper and put some respect here. But wait a
Ooh.
second. Oh, okay, this might be the most exciting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. And
Big
I gotta
bodies.
say right off the bat, we all know Ferritor, he likes to utilize the pain and gain, right? He's gonna get that hit of armor to continue the pressure. But Kano, with Commando Kano, he has a parry. So, you know, Burrito's gonna have to second guess when to pain and gain and push buttons. Because if he pushes the wrong button, Kano's taking away 25% of your life with that parry. Probably one of the most devastating parries I've ever seen in the NRS title. Commando Kano.
Oh, you ain't lying. And let's see the specialist off, starting with what's gonna be like half of his life. No, the drop from Burrito, so risky, and already starting off with some pain and gain shenanigans. And with this health deficit right now, Ruthless Ferritor can kill you in one hit. Gonna come to break a no, drops the punish. But look at this, three bars a meter right now. It's the mix-up. That's not even punishable, is it, Destroyer?
Right now, this is going way fast-paced. I can't even tell what the hell is going on, but Burrito taking game number 1. Round number 1. Oh, and NJP out of nowhere drops the combo, unfortunately. But he's keeping the pressure on lockdown. Good overhead from Farah.
Oh, no. Oh, that cost him 3
Whoa.
bars a meter for nothing. Destroyer not look perfect.
Do you think he... I don't think he knew what was going on with that combo. He just kind of risked it all in that X-ray.
Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage. He's gonna do the meter. Oh my goodness! Option selected by Ash Housewares, and the next hit could do it, but he gets disrespectful in the hit advantage and falls apart. Game 1 to Burrito Voorhees. And if he didn't drop that first combo, oh boy, it would. I feel like it would have been even more of a steamroll. That he was about to hit for 60% off of that first pain and gain cancel.
I just want to mention Aquaman. The where I'm watching this set right now, it's pretty hard to keep up on what's going on.
Dude, it's happening so fast.
No, like I'm saying the match where you're fucking making me watch, it's like, it's laggy as shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why I
do you want me to
literally
restart
couldn't
it?
see what was going on.
Josh, is it good for you?
I thought it was the Ferritor nonsense, but the lag was there for a sec, but it's okay now. That was quite the
I'll try again,
scram.
just for fun.
Yeah, let me know when you open that back up.
All right, it's back up. It's back up.
Oh, much better, much better.
It's good?
Yeah, this is good.
I'm gonna say, I couldn't tell what we were talking about because that wasn't like a scramble from start to end and someone died in 20 seconds.
I mean, hey, it all matched up perfect. That's why I didn't make a big deal about it.
It was like, yeah, you know, he just kind of did some big things and they hit. For some big damage.
Oh, misses the jump in. He's got to be careful with that. Wait, does the parry, I'm pretty sure you can parry the grab, no?
Oh, yeah. And that thing
Oh,
hurts.
wow, so-
and that thing hurts.
Yeah,
It hurts in this commando
So
variation.
then Burrito just got lucky as hell because he went for that command grab, but the parry just didn't work for some weird reason.
Oh, that was a really good armor break on the DP2. Oh, did he put a snow? Every time a throw is whiffed, there's been some frames there for Ash, but he has been fall form. The side switch, the double side switch from Burrito. Oh no, not like this. No, not like this. Hold, connection, hold.
Come on, fingers crossed.
Stay
Ash
on
Housewares,
target.
he's having some trouble in this corner right now. Is he gonna get out? No, the overhead sits his ass down, and Burrito taking another round on the board here. Dude, this is looking like a massacre on Elm Street right now. I don't know.
Put him in the game. Put him back in the game. One of the best designs back in MK9. Freddy Krueger. If you guys think Cetrion zoning was crazy, yeah. Get ready for look back in time.
Huckleman, did you see how he just baited out the command grab? Burrito
Dude,
playing
Burrito,
at 100 miles per hour right now.
What an anti-air half screen and pickup into the big cash out amplification of the command grab. Sorry, EXification of the command grab here in MKX. Back into the corner. What's the mix from Ash? Oh, he tried to be out of the range of the buttons, but there's no escaping. What was the grab range? He gave him a hug from a mile away. Oh,
Jeez, that was way too much damage, and again with the brutal amputating his head straight off. Burrito taking game number 2.
I don't want to.
Dude.
What is?
I don't know. I think Ash Housewares needs to go to that character select screen and think about it for a second. Like I said previously, he has 2 other variations that are, you know, equally as good in my opinion. He might want to try out maybe, you know, cybernetic, gain access to the mid projectiles, probably try to zone this out a bit, because this is looking like a murder once he's up in that face. Wowzers.
My goodness, you are not lying. And guys, I'm gonna pull up the Matcherino real quick so that I can. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I need to pull it up in order to line it up. But this is so we can have the live update of the Matcherino. So bear with me while I build it real quick.
Well, he did make a variation switch. He's gonna go to Cutthroat. Probably wants to get big boy damage up in here. He's gonna try to match Farah's damage with his own damage. Let's see if that's gonna work.
Up to $12 without even advertising it. Thank you so much to everyone that donated to the Matcherino. We'll get in that here in just a bit. I'm just making it look real pretty on the stream right now. As we get into game number 3, Burrito up 2-0, and so far off to a dominating start. He's gonna get a huge punish to start this one. Oh no. Right when you needed momentum most, taken away by the painted game of the Ruthless Ferritor.
And look, you know, Ferritor being one of the only characters with a plus down 2. You gotta watch out with that. You know, usually you get hit with a down 2, you immediately think, okay, now it's my turn. Ferritor, on the other hand, this dude's gonna push you back full screen with that down 2.
Oh, speaking of damage! Speaking of damage!
Oh my god!
I don't.
Oh my god, he just smacked him with a 50% out of thin air. Ash Houseware's turning up.
Oh my goodness, that is something that not a lot of people know about Kato, is that in the right instance he can be one of the biggest damage dealers, and this is just almost a mirror match of actual damage buffs in the game. Oh, there's really another one, 40%, and then a damage buff made the read on the throw, but not enough recovery for the NJP punish.
All right,
oh!
And that's another thing. I feel like remember when they kind of, I don't know if it was a nerf or a buff, but remember how he was able to continue that overhead string on block and make it safe? They kind of made it like a single hit attack, but it throws people off because I'm still waiting for the rest of the string when I get attacked by that overhead. It just leaves you open to get mixed up more.
Oh, and this is gonna be death. Wow, I wasn't sure he had enough to close out right there, and you know what? Walking a little tour across the street. It's match point now for Burrito Voorhees. This is for winners finals here in North American Mortal Kombat X here in the Kolosseum. Doesn't watch his dome, and that's an 18% corner carry. Wake up command grab. That's just a taste of Ash's own warehouse from the last 2 games of Commando Kano, because that's where a lot of his damage came from.
Ash's own warehouse.
It came from Ash's own warehouse. Or sorry, houseware. I'm gonna say warehouse every time now. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's his new name. He's gonna change his gamer tag after this.
It's the warehouse.
Staggers.
It's the warehouse where he puts the ashes of all of his victims.
Dude, just look at this insane pressure from both parties here. Smacks him with the blade toss.
Ooh, good read.
What a read.
Nice and aggressive here. No bar of meter. One mistake, and he's gonna get launched. Is he dead?
Oh, I think he's dead.
Is he dead?
I think he's dead.
What a drop! What's up with the Kano pull? He stays alive.
Commentator's curse is what that was.
We did it. We cursed it.
Holy cow. Explosive matches starting this Kolosseum NA Mortal Kombat X tournament here. Burrito up 2-1. Ash Houseware showing some promise. He can definitely turn this around. You just gotta keep up the momentum. You know, that's what it's all about at this point.
This is the kind of matchup I'm here to see. Some big dudes doing some big damage.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. If someone breaks 50%, I'll put another $10 in the pot. Out of the gate. Out of the gate. Also, the Matcherino is up and working. Thank you to everyone that's donated so far before even talking about it. $12 in there for the competitors already. I'll put the link in the chat, and you guys can donate for free with just hitting claim code as well.
Here we go, going right back into the battle. Starts the match up with a jump back. Do you think that was accidental? Usually, Ferritor starts off with the NJP. Why the hell would you jump back?
Why would you do NJP? That thing is a windmill. The government's trying to actually look into it as a reliable source of energy.
Facts.
You even had Mary cracking up with that.
I got married too. Oh, this is the best day of my life. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Ooh, gets hit by the overhead. It comes so fast. Would you say that's an unreactable overhead? I feel like it just happens. It's instant.
Yeah, it's pretty damn quick. Man, the Pixel Life. Oh, if he would have made the Pixel Life comeback, that could have been a game changer right there.
I think
Burrito sitting on a match point once again.
Did he? Oh, I didn't side switch, guys, but he put out the most active frames I think he could. to cover the delayed wake up, to cover the wake up roll, you know, to hit some armor. It's really smart stuff by Burrito, and the execution's starting to get crisper the more he is playing, even though we are here on the Sky Temple. Hate to see it.
All right, I still have faith in Burrito. He could definitely make a turnaround. He just needs 2 good combos to decimate that life bar. Oh, that could have been a bad punish. He's got to be careful.
The commitment.
About one more touch.
The commitment
one more
from Burrito, and then the whiff punish, absolute god tier whiff punish from Burrito right there. Was that a back one? You almost never see like something out of a Kano back one get whiff punished.
Dude, I mean, a player like Burrito, you got to remember where this dude's coming from. This guy is a freaking veteran in the scene. You know, he has one of the greatest players he practiced with almost daily, Forever King, and we all saw, like, going through the competitive lifespan of Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 9, we saw the growth of Burrito Voorhees, and, like, it kind of shaped him up to be this deadly player, which he is today. I mean, you saw there, man, clean Ferritor gameplay. Something you almost never get to see. Good stuff.
I agree with the diagnosis from Dr. Omnipotent. Absolutely. He believed, you saw it, we all believe. You know, Ferritor, one of those characters we didn't see chosen that many times in the lifespan of MKX, being a 2.5-year lifespan, 3-year lifespan plus. Now with the glorious power of the internet and the infrastructure we finally have where we can play fighting games online, we see people who have devoted so much time to these like pocket characters bring them out in full force in these online tournaments. And you know, Burrito Voorhees saying what, echoing what you said, Destroyer, met him in person, seen him in person. He's a member of the FGC family, and for him to still showcase this character so well up against a Kano, a fan favorite, very impressive to see.
I'm getting our next match in here, which is going to be. Are we finally getting the dong?
It looks like we are going to get the dong.
Is it finally happening? Because that's what I'm all about here. It's going to be Exotic Dong going up against Unbearable Skill. Invites are out. Players hopefully able to make it in, and we'll keep this top 8 rolling. I'm going to pull up the bracket for you guys once more, just so you guys can follow along at home. Exclamation point bracket in the chat as well, if you guys like to follow along. And I can't believe what we actually might witness in Losers Round 1. I meant to mention it earlier. You were wondering who Eonator was. Eonator is actually a regular from my personal stream. And I think, isn't Kamasi a Kenshi player?
Yes, Kamasi is a possessed Kenshi player.
So is Eonator,
better brace
to
yourself.
my knowledge.
Oh no, not like this.
It's a
2
mirror
possessed Kenshis
matchup.
going at it. That's gonna be explosive.
Whoa. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Only one.
And,
While you're setting that up, go ahead, Destroyer.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you know, it's kind of funny the way this game has developed and matured, because from my experience of hosting sets and, you know, doing all this content for Mortal Kombat X, people are like annoyed of possessed Kenshi and Crystalline Tremor, and it's like, it's so weird because, you know, date this game back to a year ago, those are probably the hypest characters to watch. I mean, I still think they're freaking hype. If you think they're boring, man, screw you.
They're definitely hyped to watch, and I have a vicarious love for Kenshi through Pig of the Hut. You know, that's his favorite character, and he being a part of the Pro League television show that we did for the CW, I mean, that really came out through his frustration of trying to make this character work, but maybe not being considered S tier. Well, you know, Kenshi is S tier to watch. Say what you will about what mechanics are available. Always fun to watch this character, but not just because what you see on screen, the lore behind this character in particular, you know, with the MKX kids and his relationship to Takeda. But I think there's so many elements to Kenshi that leaves people wanting more. So hopefully we'll see iteration of Kenshi in the future, but we're happy enough to see some MKX Kenshi tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Mortal Kombat X, I think they presented him so perfect, man. He kept his characteristics from Mortal Kombat 9 coming into Mortal Kombat X, and he's just such a serious threat. And can we talk about that demonic, demented fatality he has, where he freaking hellraisers you, pushes your spine, your freaking whatever the fuck bones that is, just pushes them out and hangs you.
Yeah, I know. When Keanu Reeves does, I mean, when Kenshi does this, it's pretty crazy. What, spoilers? Sorry, guys. Did I spoil who'd be cast as Kenshi? I mean, y'all know it. Y'all thinking it. But Tremor, looks like it's a
Everybody
Tremor.
wants it. Everybody wants it. Yeah, and just like he said in chat, Exotic Dawn going with Takeda.
Oh man,
Looks like
I don't know about this matchup because you know Takeda does have a lot of strings that can get him punished with Tremor's crystalline armor. So we'll see how he mixes up the pressure here.
Oh, caught him trying to disrespect coming out of the armor too, thinking that he had the time. And is there something that Shirai Ryu might do in this matchup, guys? It's be able to break armor and put a lot on the screen. You know, Takeda is one of those characters that can also at full screen kind of try to control things. But if he's got the armor up, maybe a complete different story. And that's a lot of the mind games that we're gonna see. And let's see how much experience Unbearable still has. And I'm gonna say a lot because this guy's still grinding MKX to this day, and you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, look at this pressure here. It's looking pretty unbearable. Tries to go with a 2-1-2, but an incredible block coming from Exotic Dong.
I'm gonna time you out. Where you at in the chat?
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey,
What are you doing?
whoa, take it easy.
Who are you timing out?
Exotic gonna take this full stick of butter into the next round, and he's gonna have to pray to the Elder Gods that he gets out of this corner alive against Flexaline Tremor. Not a great way to start. And if he doesn't break, he's gonna take to the corner again, Destroyer. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Exotic he tried to confuse him with that empty teleport, but Unbearable he's no stranger to those gimmicks. Good jump over. Gets himself out of the corner position, continuing this immense Unbearable skill pressure here.
I think Unbearable was trying to bait out armor that entire time, get the cancel in time, because the armor reversal of Shirai Ryu's is incredibly slow. But on 2 bars, you can get a launcher. I think he's trying to bait that out right now. Just get him off the meter, and now that he has, he can go ham. And here we go. The corner.
That's the second time he gets punished for whipping that air teleport. He's got to be careful with that.
And that whole string picked up from like a max anti-air.
Yup. Convincing game number 1 going to Unbearable skill. You know, if there's one thing I can say for Exotic Dong to do differently, it's probably eat more of the 2-1-2s. Because that's kind of Tremor's game plan. You know, he wants to condition you. He's going to keep on hitting you with 2-1-2, the overhead, overhead, overhead. And when you least expect it, he's going to catch you with the 2-1 down 4. You know, once he opens you up with that low, it's going to result in some devastating pressure, hard knockdown into the flex up. And it's just something you don't want to deal with. So I feel like he's just got to eat those overheads a little more. As fucked up as that sounds, Mr. Aquaman, you got to do it. It's like Tremor forces damage upon you sometimes.
He does, dude. He forces damage, and he forces pressure on you immediately if you do not stop forward 1-2-2, because then you're immediately playing Tremor's game. It's not Mortal Kombat X you're playing. No, it ain't. It's Tremor's game. Welcome to it. Welcome. I hope you
Tremor,
like
the game.
I hope you like rocks. That's a welcome to MKX.
Jesus.
That's a nice boulder.
Oh my god, finally Exotic Dong getting and he gets right back into the corner. How unfortunate, into the optimal 29% into the flex up with a back 1 finish. Bro, Exotic Dong is not getting no breathing room right now. He might as well go to the other bridge and fight with Rain and Blaze.
Oh,
Another hard knockdown goes with the cookie cutter.
Dang, I mean, the disc was just to set up the flex almost in a safe manner. Oh, the double hitting armor, and he's got the resources, finally comes off it for the technical armored launcher. Post-patch here for 33. Goes for the grab. Unbearable sitting on a lot of meter. He needs to worry about 3 flash parries. Or plus frames on block. He's got the discs loaded. He can actually take a risk with the overhead and back it up with a breaker. Dude, Unbearable, he's playing his game. Welcome to Tremor, the game.
Yeah, this is too much, man. 2-1-2. And again, he's going to try to mix him up with a 2-1 down 4. Exotic Dong, he can definitely make this comeback here. Oh my god, the flash parry caught him out the air. How?
He flash parry anti-aired. But here's the thing, Destroyer. Here's the thing. That would have been the thing to do regardless of whatever was going on the screen. And it just works. And it just... Tremor.
And look, chat, I know Tremor may seem like he's broken his shit, but you guys got to remember, you know, it's not easy to do all this stuff he's doing. That flash parry, heavy execution right there, timing those anti-airs, it's all, you know.
It's a read too.
Pretty, yeah, read, skill, like Unbearable.
Ooh, what?
He's not just getting carried by this character, I'll tell you that. He's not getting carried.
Whoa. Guys, I forgot this character existed.
Alien?
Conjurer alien.
Ooh. I don't think this is a good pick against Crystalline Tremor specifically, just because of the flex up. You know, Alien, he is going to have a little startup when he has to call the alien to drop from the sky.
Oh.
And if he has that crystal armor up, it ain't going to do shit to Tremor. He's just going to eat it and punish you.
And Unbearable blocking the mix out of the gate. That's probably the last thing you want to see as an alien main trying to make a switch based on maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity. Maybe think he can get away with something. And it's already shut down here by the flex. Unbearable's got the corner game going. Absorbs it, even had time to interrupt so he didn't get some frame advantage from it. And I am kind of disgusted right now. I'm watching madness unfold.
How do you think Unbearable goes to sleep at night, knowing that he's doing this?
I mean, like
Tremor.
Like a baby, probably.
He goes to sleep with a freaking pacifier in his mouth.
He goes to sleep getting paid, and you guys can help him get paid. If he gets a win here, he'll be guaranteed in the money. You can donate to the Matcherino. There's the current pool. Use those. Wait a second. What the heck? There was another massive jump.
Beautiful. That's what we like to see, man. You know, support the players. We're supporting you guys with some hype content, so the least you can do is contribute to the prize pool. Here we go. That is going to be a GG's into the hard knockdown and the doom, doom, doom. That was quick. That was quick.
That was swift judgment from Unbearable Skill to start this tournament and to set the tone of it. And crashing the dreams of Exotic Dong on the winner's side. We will see him again on the losers, though. But wow, that was domination. And to bring up the Matcherino once more, guys, Mr. Joshua Gray donating $100 to the prize pool for North America here. Can I get a round of applause?
Let's go.
Mr. Joshua Gray, everyone. And Black Brian for the 50 in chat.
Woo! Let's go. Hey, this is why we do it. You know, we can't do this in person, so we're doing it online. So shout out to Mr. Aquaman, Destroyer, and everybody else behind the scenes for helping make these online tournaments happen. Also, shout out from Xbox. Make sure to check me out, twitch.tv/Xbox, Monday through Friday. We got some more tournaments happening as well, but we love to see this. We love to see everybody involved.
Dude, I was gonna say, Joshua Gray, shout outs to you, man. Being a huge inspiration throughout all the Mortal Kombat titles. You know, watching you host some incredible events, man. Shout outs to you, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, that last series, it was tough. You know, I felt like Exotic Dong needs some of that Onagi power, but unfortunately, those flaccid strikes were just falling over against the rock hard moves of Tremor. It was tough to watch, but that is exactly why we're here, folks. I wanted to see how many puns I could fit.
Why am I watching an episode of MXC?
That's right. That's right. Yo, we gotta get sponsors for our clothing too. That's right. You gotta clothe all these good-looking, handsome men and women. We gotta give a shout out to the ladies as well out there in the NRS scene, putting on some great tournaments as well. You know, it was crazy just to see how good Tremor is, because this is one of the last DLC characters that was added. If I'm not mistaken, it was Tremor and then Alien as the final two characters, and people slept on Tremor for a long time. My buddy Brett Billing was actually able, and along with Dustin King, were actually playing more and more of Tremor and seeing what type of variations worked out the best. And I think the Crystalline is definitely the one that we saw today, and the one that we'll probably see throughout the tournament. We'll see though.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that, Joshua Gray, you know, that it's a good thing you mentioned that, because this is the first time we've seen Tremor in a Mortal Kombat game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he wasn't included in the 3D eras. He wasn't included in 9, X, or 11. So, you know, people got to remember, do you want this character to be left behind in a game as complete dog shit? Or do you want him to be left back in this game as utter brokenness? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the only place you can come to see Tremor at the moment for Mortal Kombat gameplay. Yeah. And if you ask me, I want that son of a bitch to be broken as hell. I'm sorry.
I respect that. Kamasi, I'm getting you an invite out right now. I just realized I invited the wrong account, so that's on me. But invite out right now. And this could be, speaking of 3D era characters, this could be a Kenshi Mirror that we see here on the screen, which is kind of rare.
No, it definitely is. I mean, it kind of rare. I would say kind of rare back in the day, but you know, speaking Mortal Kombat X this day and age, Possessed Kenshi's one of the best of the best. If not, he's 100% in the top 5 category, I'd have to say. Or am I bugging? Am I bugging out with that one?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
But
Who knows anything anymore?
come on. He's got some ridiculous armor. He's got Shinnok's teleport, whatever the hell is going on.
Hey. Make a read.
Yeah, make a read.
Make a read.
That's what I feel about playing against Jackie and MK11 sometimes. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, no, you just got to read it.
Just gotta make the read. You just gotta make the read. But against Jackie and MK11, you just gotta make the read way more than she does. LOL.
Yeah.
You guys are too nonchalant about that. You guys are over here saying, make the read, make the read. I'm over here ripping my hair out, freaking stressed out my ass fighting Jackie Briggs.
Oh man, I don't know the right names on here. Let's go. This is gonna be Kamasi.
That may be the right read. Maybe the right read. Woof!
There we go.
And the pit, too.
A Kenjutsu mirror?
What?
Excuse me?
We're about to witness some unholiness. Wait a second. No hit confirm.
Yeah, this was the last thing everyone expected here.
Oh man, all these back ones and not a single thing off them. But do you really need anything outside of back one? Look at this.
All right, are these guys like in a Discord chat just telling each other it's back one all day?
Hey man, back one, just do it.
back one, I can do nothing about it. Back one.
Hey man, I'm just gonna back one you. What are you gonna do about it? Punish it? LOL. What is it? What is happening?
I don't know. This is a weird matchup here. I think this is the first we've ever seen a Kenjutsu mirror in Mortal Kombat X.
And I haven't seen a single special moves, which is what. There we go. There's a confirmation. This character does damage, and we haven't even seen it. Look at this combo. Here's what the swag go. Was that a
drops it, but that was still juicy.
Was that a Kenshi stanky leg? Was it?
Whatever it was, man, that dude was decimating that life bar right there. Continuing these back ones, trying to catch a whiff punish. And like you said previously, we aren't really seeing any hit confirms.
There we go. Some decent damage. 38% for the bar. That's not a bad day at the office in this game. Oh, and that I believe is a punish in the mirror.
Bro, this is like a Star Wars battle. They're using the Force to fight against each other.
This is what Star Wars. This is what if NetherRealm made a Star Wars fighting game would look like. It would be Kenshi and Takeda, which kind of makes sense. That's kind of lore.
Yeah, just switch the katana for lightsabers. And
Oh.
Keeping it safe with the push. Tries to go for it again, but the interactable getting him out of the corner. Ian gotta watch out. Oh my god, the trade's gonna get him killed, unfortunately. Game number 1 going to Kamasi.
In what I hope gets a little prettier over time, because that was a rough looking start. They both, I think, are like, what are they gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because it's looked uncomfortable even for Kamasi. Although I do like the very confident read in the X-ray closeout. That showed me some confidence.
In a situation like that, you gotta crawl into the corner, go in fetal position, and just pray. That's what you gotta do. All right, Ianator making this switch to Takeda. He's got the father-son pick going on here.
Why is our answer to every character in this game crawl up in a fetal position in the corner, eat shit, and die?
Because it's worked for me twice.
Josh is like, I've been through it. Trust me, we've all been through it. But that's, you know, that's where you gotta make the read. That's where you gotta make the read.
Dude, speaking of reads, did you see that block from Kamasi? He blocked the hard unblockable. Ianator was so sure of it hitting, he confirmed it into the special cancel. But it was unsuccessful.
Ooh, here's some damage.
Wait a second.
No bar for a setup though, but he's still gonna get yeeted. That's one of the coolest animations on a Superman punch I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty clean.
A student versus
looks
master.
Like Ianator, he's playing a lot more patient here. He doesn't want to get hit with all these the special attacks from Kenshi.
Oh,
beautiful
boy.
overhead. Look at this combo. Oh my god, almost 40% out of thin air.
Abusing that great jump kick. He's got 2 in. Oh my god. What was... I don't know what's happening. No, he's dead. Is he dead?
No, he could have... Did he not have meter to confirm? He's going to have one chance here. Ianator needs to make the right read, and the force grab, unfortunately, closes out the round.
Maybe
Oh my god.
I think he did the throw thinking that he was going to give him meter a lot faster than he was going to. I think that was just a mental mistake.
Well, like, these players got to remember, you know, meter, it starts to lessen. The build-up of the meter starts to lessen the more into the combo you are. So I think he could have finished him off with a kill right there and not have gone for that throw. That was very costly, but hey, Ianator still in it.
Oh, trying to go for some kind of anti-air right there, and Kamasi has been abusing that jump 4 and jump 2 of Kenshi here to full effect. Made a read on the wake up. Enough recovery for Ian to get something out, and immediately pushed back. And there's some chip damage for you. Kamasi with the Kenshi looking strong.
Man, this is looking not like the position Ianator wants to be. But I'm going to be optimistic here. Hopefully he can turn this around and, you know, bring the heat to Kamasi. Because being up 2-0 in a first to 3 situation, this is when the nerves kick in. Ianator's probably sitting there thinking to himself, what do I need to do differently to take this man out? Sticking with the cicada. I like it.
Looking at the poll, too. They got that up for chat. And look at what we got here. Look what it ended on.
Oh my god, 50-50, just like the entire gameplay of Mortal Kombat X.
It's a pure 50-50. That's incredible. I didn't think I would see it, but Mortal Kombat X delivered. 50-50, everyone. Cheers.
You really wouldn't want it any other way. What do you think Ianator needs to do differently? I kind of feel like he's got the game plan right. One thing that's getting him killed, in my opinion, is he's running in without thought. You know, there's a lot of times he finds himself running straight into a freaking grab that slams him to the ground for God knows how much damage. So maybe, you know, slow it down a bit.
Yeah, there's those couple run-ins. He really did finally have a round on the board. It's just making a little mistake, like misjudging your opponent's meter. And for Kamasi, I think that he's done the right thing, and he's kept Ian uncomfortable with his pressure. He's always jumping at him, and it looks like it's frustrating Ian because he's trying to anti-air. It looks like he tried a couple down 2s, maybe stand 1 or down 1s to get an anti-air, but those jump-ins of Kenshi have been a problem. Oh! And it's so hard to feel like you can freely move about the cabin when you're fighting this character of Kenjutsu, because there's all kinds of spirits everywhere. They're gonna meet you. Look at that push, the grab, the restand. Is he gonna try 50-50? I don't think he has to. He's just dead because he does a lot. He does decent damage in this variation.
And that's gonna be a done deal. Kamasi putting himself in a match point situation up 2-0. Ah, man, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Ianator is in a really tough position right now.
Match point for Kamasi. At least got him off the board. He immediately checked him with the grab. Kamasi's done a good job of simply not letting Ian breathe, no matter where they've been on the screen.
Wow.
Oh, this is harassment.
Yeah, and you can tell how comfortable Kamasi is right now. He's abusing him with NJPs and all this other crazy stuff.
Oh, that's a tight link too.
Look at that, catching him again. Ianator needs to start neutral ducking, and he's blocking on the neutral. I don't think he realizes that grab is a high.
Yeah, or he's just, every time he's tried to move, and that may have been a time where he simply tried to move, and Kamasi just... I mean... Oh! Oh, no. That can't...
Dude. Like, that's unnecessary. This is the fatality I was talking about. Why does Kenji do that?
Unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary.
And then he goes on both knees and fucking prays for you? What is this?
He prays for his son because he failed him as a teacher? I don't know what this...
Oh my god, and you just mentioned that's his son. He did that.
It's his son.
GG's.
He's not praying for his son. Kenshi's just praying for himself so he can wipe the memory of this atrocity of his son not able to take down 1 health bar. Now, that was... Destroyer, earlier when you mentioned he keeps running in, I totally saw that from Ianator. The space control from Kenshi is so strong, and you know, you see different variations, different approaches to Kenshi, especially when you get to more of that medium stance where you try to summon the demons. I forget the name off the top of my head right now. But you would notice that Kenshi, in the hands of this player, would just find the right pocket, find the right opening, and execute. And there was so many times that he just had to wait for his opponent to come to him. And it's so frustrating because it just goes into the mind games of these players, right? Where I don't need to be overly aggressive. Now I do because of my jump-ins, because it's not expecting it. I know he's going to block low when I run in. Let me run halfway, stop, and then overhead. So it was real cool to see those decisions being made, but damn, they were so fast. So fast from this Kenshi player.
It is. That is probably one of the hardest moves to react to, without a doubt. I think you kind of got to preemptively react to it, you know? Like, you got to make the read on that one. And another thing, I don't want to, like, you know, dim down the atmosphere here, but another thing people got to take into consideration is the slight online delay. You know, with a mechanic such as the run-in and online delay, again, you got to preemptively block, because, you know, the reaction of you running up to someone and pressing that block button, it might not happen because of that slight online delay. You know, maybe he was trying to run in and catch the block. Who knows what the case may be, but that is something to take into consideration as well.
Yeah,
because it happens to me all the time.
Got to make the read. That's our default answer, is make the read.
That's right.
But it's difficult, and that's how you are able to overcome your opponent, is make them keep guessing. And there's a number of times when I'm playing online where I'm like, oh, they're not going to do the same thing 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, and they do.
They'll do it.
And
They'll
yeah,
do it.
because I'm guessing they're going to do something outside of what's working. If it's been working for them, don't try to think of 4 or 5 different things ahead of time, and then you get hit. Now you're thinking, oh, I made that mistake. Now you're stuck in that mistake while you're getting blown up. You have to be in the moment and let it flow. And it's so easy to say. It's nigh impossible to do. You know, in an online setting, you have that other layer of difficulty, sure, where usually we're playing at the speed of light, and if it's not that speed, then we feel we're losing something here. But
we're getting these
that's
matches
okay.
Fast and furious now.
That's right.
Man,
That's what we
hold
want
on
to
a
do. That's the
second.
speed that we want.
Oh boy, I'm gonna put $10 in the pot right now. I just saw him pick Warrior Predator.
Big dink energy. Shout out to chat.
We got
Oh man, this is gonna be a weird one, Aquaman and Joshua. Like, I feel Shujinki Dink, you know, he's kind of a zoning connoisseur. This guy, he wrote the zone book for Quan Chi and Summoner. And a character like Warrior Predator, I personally think he needs to really work his way to get in there. You know, you're not gonna have your plasma caster. He does have the disc, which can help out, but you know, it's gonna be a matter of getting that disc in the air, setting it up, and getting in that face and doing that Warrior Predator damage. As I say that, he launches him with the 2-1-2.
Oh no, 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 no! He's dead. Oh my God, it's a murder.
He hits this.
Oh,
he dropped it.
oh my, but he's still
How you
dead.
give me that hype and drop it, bro?
Hey,
I
man.
was really about to lose my shit.
Get out of here! Run away! What are you doing? You let them get the bomb up! Oh no, not like this!
Bro, we sound like that Mad TV skit right now with all the Arnolds going crazy. Who remembers that?
It was Will Sasso. I am you. You're me. If you're you, then who am I? Yo.
Oh my God, I'm so glad y'all knew what I was talking about.
Let's see if Dink can put Cyclone in the mix, and there she is, forward 4 and a dream.
If he doesn't drop this could potentially be death. He's gonna get a free
Puggles?
mix up here with Puggles. Yup, there it is.
Never underestimate a bald man who will sell a dead bird to a blind kid. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and when is it your turn? Somehow we have a smart disc, and what?
That's a good question you ask. When is it your turn? Whenever he does an EX bitch slap you, okay?
Did he bitch slap him? No! Not the EX bitch slap. This pressure.
Because that EX slap from Predator, I believe it's +6 on block, bro.
Nice interruption of Puggles. That was the one thing Dink needed. And the Quan Father gonna go down here in game number 1. Mark Olympus with a reminder. Shujinki Dink, the self-proclaimed Quan Father, has been playing this character since the early Mortal Kombat 9 days.
Yeah, and my only advice for the Quan Father right now is do not get up in Warrior Predator's face, because, you know, like I've stated previously, that EX bitch slap is going to be a big problem. It's going to be safe on block, not meter burn, and plus on block meter burn. So it's like such a mind game, you know? He can throw it out raw and then immediately go for another one meter burn and just launch you in the air. And once Warrior Predator gets that whole game plan going, it is just such a pain in the ass to deal with.
I would say just look at the damage meter for these openings, and as soon as Dink is able to get 1 or 2, that could really change the momentum.
Yes, sir. Getting right back into this. Gonna go in with the jump in. Beautiful anti-air. Well, potential anti-air for Shijinki Dink. Dude, they're just swinging right now. Hard knockdown. Puts the disc in the air. Wow, the way Cyclone just keeps his opponent in check is such a beautiful sight to see.
Oh
especially
my
with Warrior
goodness.
Predator.
No!
Oh, he
No!
gets it anyways!
No!
Bro, this is ridiculous.
No! He was
God.
already fucking dead. He was already dead when the bomb
Dude.
was about to go off again.
No.
Call the police.
Bro,
Call
I think
somebody.
it's safe to say
Call
Aquaman
Gary
and
Vee.
Call
Joshua,
SEMA.
I don't think anyone has ever seen a Warrior Predator at this caliber.
Where's-
I've never seen
where's
him play
Carl
like
Weathers?
this. This is crazy.
Where's Carl Weathers at? We need him.
This is actual insanity. Cyclone has ascended into... He's an Elder God Predator right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. Trying to down for him with the spear. Shujinki didn't notice. He's trying to back up, dude. He's trying to get that distance, but freaking Cyclone's in that face, not giving him a chance. Oh, this is going to be hard knockdown. Brace yourselves.
Brace yourself. Winter is coming.
Yo, this is too much.
Smart Disc is out. Not your turn. Oh, they disrespect my... Oh my god, the God Smack. And then he's gonna do... the Claw.
Damn! Can we talk about the perfect timing of the music ending just as that body got split in half? This was meant to be. This onslaught was meant to be. Did you time that music like that? What's going on, Aquaman? I haven't talked to your DJ.
Hey,
He's 2 on point.
Hey, I'm not here to take credit, but you're welcome.
Ouch. Or in Predator speak, Youcha.
That's gonna be a
What do Predators
that's gonna be a
sound like?
sentence very few are gonna get, but that was God tier. I thought Joshua was about to do a fucking Predator scream.
I thought he was
Not
too.
even trolling. I was gonna say, but in Predator speech.
Yeah.
Hey, what do Predators sound like? I don't even know.
They sound like that, I think. Or they have the recorded voices. Want some candy? I'm pulling deep lore. We'll pull in deep lore just
I'm
like
dead right
Dink
now,
needs
bro.
to pull deep down and get some opening hits. Come on.
Dink right now is struggling to find a time where it is his turn to press a button. And Cyclone, oh no, he forward dashed and still punished
Nah,
for the
dude.
extra corner carry.
I need them to add that line for Predator now.
He's dead.
Want some candy?
You want some candy?
All right, all
Predator
right.
2. Predator 2. This is going to be Predator PO here pretty soon.
This is looking really bad for Shujinki Dink. I'm gonna, you know, try to keep happy thoughts here. Hopefully he can turn this around. But one thing he could be doing differently, I've been noticing. I don't know if people know this, but when Predator throws his disc in the air, if you time it right, you can actually jump over and cause it to miss. And I feel like if Shujinki Dink was doing more of that, you know, kind of jumping back, throwing the air skull, it would kind of leverage things a bit differently. But wow, that was a speed run, unfortunately.
This whole bracket has been a speed run so far. Can you guys calm down for like
Wow.
a minute?
That Warrior Predator was something else. Destroyer, I have to echo what you said earlier. I really haven't seen a player utilize that variation, utilize that behemoth so convincingly. And, you know, up against Quan Chi, the Quan father, you know, Shujinki Dink, one of the biggest names that I've known in the world of NRS for quite some time up here in the Pacific Northwest, you know? So just to see Predator look so good, it's impressive.
Warrior at that.
Yeah,
Warrior at that. So it makes me yearn to see an Aliens versus Predator versus Ash game in the future. But
Oh
my God,
Fingers,
please.
Yeah, that would be
fingers
great.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
Please. Him speaking about Ash, dude. Ash was one of my most anticipated characters. And then they brought, oh, Adrian. Oh. And they brought,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not hating. I'm huge fans of Arnold and Sylvester Stallone. You know, they're incredible action heroes. But this is my opinion. Y'all better not bash me for this. I would have much
Bash
preferred
him.
some horror characters.
Bash him.
I would have preferred, like, you know, some people were saying Michael Myers. Some people were saying bring freaking Pinhead. Oof, that would have been insane.
Ooh, Pinhead would have been good. Pinhead would have been really good in NetherRealm engine. Oh, or a Mortal Kombat engine, I should say.
Yeah. I think 11, it really fit the motif of 80s action stars because it really, to get Peter Weller as RoboCop as well and to voice all the menu, that's a big deal, especially for this older generation that is in charge of NetherRealm Studios that grew up with all that stuff. So don't worry, we'll get Shredder here soon. That's who I want, gosh darn it.
Whoa, the Shredder choice. All right.
Bro, that's not too far-fetched. We had TMNT and Injustice too, so it's a matter of time till we get the Shredder.
Do it.
Destroyer, what's your #1 guest character request all time? Any the man satisfied.
Predator.
The man satisfied.
Give me the Predator. I'll be happy. Put the Predator again on MK12. I'll be happy.
Give me the Witch King of Angmar from Lord of the Rings, from Middle Earth. Warner Brothers owns it. Get him in there.
Yeah, that's who Noob Saibot's inspiration was pulled a bit from that character.
Yes. And you could definitely tell.
The more you know.
Yep.
That's some really good insight right there.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of seeing those trailers for both Noob Saibot and for Shang Tsung right before we premiered it in Chicago, so I got to freak out like a fan right before everybody else did. And my first thought of seeing Noob Saibot's trailer was, "That's the Witch King of Angmar." And I looked over I looked over at NetherRealm that was there, and I go, "Did you base him off the Witch King of Angmar from Lord of the Rings?" And they said, "Yep." And I went, "I love you."
Shit, no way. I'm gonna look at that character so differently now, man. That's fucking awesome. Oh man, Exotic Dong going up against Kamasi?
Exotic Gong?
Exotic Bong.
Exotic Bong.
I called him Gong. Isn't that the shit you hit? They go.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the Exotic Gong
And it makes
here.
and it makes it yeah, it's a gong and it makes a dong noise. Doesn't make a bong noise though. That's a different noise.
Oh, whoa! What he just said about his mama? Yo, this man Kenshi.
Family drama.
And would you think about it, Kamasi's getting the run back with Ian, so he's already got a little bit. He's already warmed up a little bit in the Shirai Ryu matchup. Let's see if Exotic Dong can get the mix going. Oh boy. He got something going here. 42% to start.
Yeah, dude. Is this a lower bracket?
This is the lower bracket. This is loser is out of here. The winner will get into the money. Top 4 is going to be the money here tonight.
Okay, so this is looking like a lot more promising here. You know, Exotic Dong, the first match he had, he wasn't looking so explosive, but kind of looks like he's getting warmed up here. Putting some more combos in play. As I say that, though, Kamasi just abusing him with this possessed Kenshi pressure. Good throw, puts him in the corner, goes for the teleport. Dude, he just doesn't let him go. He's not giving him a chance.
Kamasi's bringing an entirely different animal to the table too, right? Versus the Kenjutsu, possessed here, a threat and a mix anywhere on the screen, even on Wake Up. It doesn't matter where you are. It feels like possessed Kenshi can have a mix up for you. And oh my God! Oh. Speaking of 80s action movie, a Jean-Claude roundhouse for the victory.
Bro, what a brutality!
Now that you say it, I'm bleeding from my chest.
Bro, that was insane. That's a brutality you don't get to see quite often. And the animation Kenshi pulled out like at the end of that kick was so badass. Very good stuff.
Swamp King absolutely took a Sweet Chen music through the chest. Oof.
Let's see what happens. And looking at these players, I gotta say Kamasi's probably one of the favorites to take this. I'm gonna have to say right off the bat, Kamasi and Unbearable Skill. They're probably the two most deadliest ones in this bracket from what I've seen recently.
Man, I'm not gonna underestimate the Dong. I'm not gonna do it.
Did Exotic Dong pull out the alien already? Oh yeah, he did. He pulled out the Conjurer, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We'll see if it becomes the case again. If he finds himself in a similar situation, you know, which would be the. Oh no! And he came off the second bar too.
That was unfortunate. He probably thought it was gonna autocorrect or something, but nope.
My blade thanks you.
His blade thanks you for your sacrifice in blood.
I love how he says it so nonchalant. My blade thanks you. Like you aren't fighting to the death right now. Dude, no, come on.
Okay.
That's gimmicks. He's abusing him with that.
Is it though? Destroyer, is it though?
Not really.
Try to anti-air it. Try to anti-air it.
It's not really. You are right about that, man. Put everything
Oh,
into
would you
consideration.
look at that? He made the
that's
read
real
and
pressure right there.
he got sniped for it. That was gross. That was a flawless. I mean, he had to block one thing, but that's what we call a hood perfect. That was disgusting.
Dang, dude, a quick 2-0 lead for Kamasi. Exotic Dong needs to change something up now or never. And, you know, you talking about that when you said, is it really gimmicky? No, it's not. You know, you are right, because Kenshi is literally able to special cancel any single string into that teleport. And on top of that, you pair that up with the 50-50 demons he has, the low demon and overhead demon. It's like, how are you supposed to make that guess?
But
this man's mixing you up in a 5-way dimension.
But if you haven't practiced really hard against punishing that specifically, and the moment that you don't do it, all it tells the Kenshi player, all it tells Kamasi here, is information that if you're not going to stop it, why am I going to stop doing it? You know, that's exactly the mentality of Kamasi right now. He's making a switch to Cassie, and let's see if he's got a little answer for it, potentially with her flip kick, with nut punch perhaps. I forget a lot of the intricate matchup answers as well to that teleport, and he starts off landing a clean hit off of it, so we'll see.
Yeah, it definitely was something you had to lab. If you don't got it lab down, man, then he is going to get away with murder. I mean, look at here.
Block breaker? Block breaker?
Okay. Oh, but drops the one opportunity he had.
Oh my god, he is hitting him with the MKX trailer.
That trailer was sick as hell.
Oh, dude, that thing was awesome. It was a really good trailer.
And there it is, Kamasi sitting on a match point.
You show little promise.
Round 2.
Let's see, Exotic Dong. This is his final moments here. He's gonna have to turn up a bit. Okay, good little corner pressure, corner combo. Confirms it to a nice 31%. Teleports out the corner, bro. Come on.
Oh,
you gotta be ready for it.
He teleported into the interactable and then reset position with it. That was kind of gross. And once more, just unable to stop the teleport pressure. And Kamasi, 45% later, match point. Hit a couple hits away right now. No defensive bar to worry about. One more for you.
Such a free-flowing
that was a massacre.
Like, dude,
that was a
he
massacre.
Just flowed like water. What was Exotic Dong supposed to do there? He mixed me up, because the second I was like, all right, let me go for the anti-air, this man hit him with the low demon that launched him. That was such a masterful Possess Kenshi gameplay.
Yeah, the pressure was insane, but it's all the little mind games and all the decisions as to why he continues to take his turn in moments like that, because of conditioning that had built up over time, because of confidence in the moment. Like, there was a lot to go into how he was able to actually dominate right there, and it does, you know, as crazy as that pressure looks, as crazy as the teleport looks and all that other fun stuff, you realize that there's so much more behind it than just, oh man, that's cheap and he's getting rocked. Like, he's just gonna teleport? No, there's a lot. Like, every single teleport's a mind game. That could potentially open up you getting demoned, could potentially getting just staggered, getting thrown, getting striked. Like, there's so many things on top of that you still got to worry about. And if you don't show that you can anti-air consistently, why not do it?
Keep on going. You know, like you mentioned previously, if the opponent's not going to block it, why are you going to stop it? And we all know, man, well, I know for a fact, Kamasi, he's much more than that teleport pressure. So I feel the second he saw that Exotic Dong would have started adapting to that teleport pressure, he would have just started mixing in the 50-50s. Because he was doing very minimal 50-50 mix-up. It was a majority of that teleport pressure, and that just went to show that, you know, this guy was having fun with his prey right there.
Yeah, he was.
Well, and Exotic Dawn was trying across different characters to engage, and there was a couple of those specials that he used the EX bar on that didn't land 100% because of the timing, or Kenshi was already in the air, and so you could feel that frustration of, I'm trying to break out of this pattern of this possessed Kenshi, but the things that I'm doing are not working because they're not the right time. One of the best pieces of advice I ever received in the world of fighting game came from Scar, and that is, fighting games is having the discipline of when not to press a button. And I think that's one of the toughest things to go up against a character like Possessed Kenshi, who can just rail you over and over again, but it's finding that moment when you let go of block and you press that button to punish. And it's tough, especially in a live setting, in an online setting. But Exotic Dong, I mean, GG's, great to see you. I was going to call you ED for short, but I figured that was just too much of a good pun. But just the overall skill we're seeing between these players and the different characters is great to see why MKX, to be reminded why MKX is such a pivotal game for our histories and our competitive backgrounds, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. And I 100% agree with what Scar said. And just to add on to it, the fact that here, more specifically in Mortal Kombat X, it's the game that has feel like the highest pressure on you to press a button. Because if you feel like you're not pressing a button, it feels like your opponent can just do whatever they want. They're building meter, they're mixing you up like crazy. And so it takes a lot of effort not to swing in this game. Because of that, there's added pressure just built in with the offense of the game. As we jump into the next match, these guys have been accepting these invites nice and quick. Hold on a second.
Yeah, dude, this is really amped up.
Woo!
We're already back into it, and we got Warrior Predator back on the screen. Another explosive one.
There should be a really good matchup here.
Nice.
You know, Cyclone being very aggressive, always putting on that pressure to the max caliber. I think Ash Housewares is going to have a lot of tools up his sleeve to really diminish that pressure from Warrior Predator here, from Cyclone. Good Kano ball roll right to his face. Okay. Catches with a nice command grab.
Ooh, and trying to take his turn, but knows that when he has the bar, should be looking for the EX bitch slap like you talked about earlier. And the God Smack from the top rope. Woo! He's mixing. Smart Disc not gonna get the punish. He's gonna give a
my
chance.
God. That was beautiful. Yo, the knowledge of the hit advantage from that knife throw going straight into the command grab. This is way down to the wire now. EX bitch slap.
Destroyer.
Couldn't have come any sooner.
I think he was dead no matter what because he had 2 bars. It could have been just EX bitch slap, EX bitch slap,
Yup.
and then chip.
Wow,
Ooh.
did you see how low he put the disc on the screen? That was an instant air disc. Super clean.
Oh,
Cyclone right now just keeping the pressure on lockdown.
stop it. The double overhead, jumping,
was
ground
disgusting.
pounding. I call it the God Smack because it looks like Ares God Smack back in the day. I don't know the actual terminology of it. Stop!
Oh! My God! Bro,
What?
that was a 3-hit
Yeah.
combo of death right
what?
there.
That up.
He bitch slapped him into the Smart Disc.
That was hurting me.
He bitch slapped him into the Smart Disc.
That was probably optimal damage and minimal meter build for your opponent right there. There was nothing Ash Housewares could do about that, except deal with it. Sticking with the Commando Kano. Now, I want to mention the last time we saw Ash Housewares playing in this tournament, you know, I feel like he made the character switch a bit too late. He switched at the last round, the last game he had on up his sleeve. So, you know, maybe go for the switch a bit sooner, try to see what works before it's too late. Ash Housewares sticking with the Commando Kano. Let's see what he can do here. EX Scimitar Stab going right through the projectile. Goes with the hard knockdown, sets up another disc. Dude, this is the cleanest Warrior Predator. I can't stress this enough.
I've ever seen in the history of every match I've ever witnessed. This is absolutely beautiful. And then I've played it, and yeah, it's effective.
And you know, another thing to mention, Aquaman, this just goes to show how the evolution of a player sticking to a game can affect them. You know, we've seen Cyclone playing Warrior Predator, you know, probably date back 2-3 years ago, you know, well before him even showing up here. And just the growth and the skill gap that we can see from Cyclone 2 years ago to Cyclone now, it's insane, man. There is just constant growth and learning for this game, Mortal Kombat X. It's unreal. Down for it into the bitch slap, sets up the disc, goes for the double overhead. Ash Housewares is kind of just blocking for his life right now.
That's been the story of everyone we have witnessed run into this Warrior Predator. All right, he's gonna get the scoop here. Chat feeling pretty confident about the Warrior Predator as well. Respect, guys. And this is a character that was on no one's radar competitively.
Bro, after that last match Cyclone had,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the
Oh yeah,
predictions are gonna shift
they
towards
became
Cyclone.
believers. They became believers. Okay, Ash is getting something going here.
You gotta
But-
close this out now or never.
I
There it is.
think he was gonna run up, try to hit confirm in the X-ray. I think that was the read.
That would've been one hell of a read.
So really good down for.
I'm liking these staggers too. Throwing out those elbows, really making Cyclone second guess his approach. Good wake up. Forward one, what is it? 1-2-1? I don't even know the fucking string.
You got a really good. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, you may want to block low at some point. He still wakes up with a bitch slap.
Close this out, Ash. Close it out.
Oh, tried to potentially armor some armor right there. Take away a gap.
Oh, he goes invisible.
And
He wants to come back. He
this
wants
is no
to come
chip,
back,
right?
Aquaman.
On the EX, it's no chip. He went underneath the grab. The bitch slap with in low profiles. Stop it.
No. There's an interactable you can use. Don't forget.
How did
chip
he?
out,
How
man.
did he pull that off?
Wow.
Dude.
I ain't got time to bleed.
That
Oh.
was a heartbreaker right there. I'm not trying to give biased commentary, but all I gotta say is Ash Housewares, he had that in the bag. I don't know if you forgot about the interactable that was literally hanging on top of his face the entire time. But that could have potentially done the damage he needed to kill, or maybe get some additional chip damage or the pushback. Anything, man. Do not let those interactables go unused.
I'm struggling just following the character, if I can be honest with you.
Oh, this is too much, man. I'm losing my mind.
I mean, on top of that, I guess he was trying to just add in some flair of some hidden mix-ups, which he has done for fun. It looks like in the middle of these sets. But am I right, Destroyer? Do you remember if doesn't that EX invisibility take away chip damage or something?
It does. It takes
Yeah, that's
either it
crazy.
takes away chip damage or it reduces it. One of those.
Damn. Those
I think the EX completely removes it, and then the regular just reduces it.
man, it's those little things as he's sitting on 3 bars of meter, so I think he's just waiting on the hit to try to swag out. It's one of those things that you just didn't see back in the day an awful lot. You didn't know characters were capable of. But in the right hands, magic can happen. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, Ash Housewares, just keep it calm and collective. Do not let him catch this comeback again. Just need one more touch to close this out. Dashes up in his face. Oh my god, the double down force and the elbow of justice takes it.
That's what it came
Ash
as.
is definitely turning up, man. Compared from the last match to now, you can see the adjustments he's made.
Oh boy. 3 bars of meter in a dream. Wakes up with the command grab, yeets him back into the corner, and that does a shocking 20% damage.
Nobody's ever ready for it.
Oh, did he try to shimmy him? In MKX? With a forward dash? Getting clipped by
Very
so many
good.
stray things. And that's where Cyclones found that sequence. Stopped my thought mid-track. I don't even know what I was talking about. That was such a good
Dang.
sequence from Cyclone right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It truly was. Now Cyclone's gonna be sitting on a match point situation. Ash Housewares, everything on his shoulders. He needs to make a turnaround here, or it's gonna be too late. Oh, tries to get the confirm. That's gonna be a beautiful punish. Don't drop the combo. He gets Cyclone off the breakaway meter. The breaker.
The tick throw finally coming out of play from Ash. Another massive health lead. Let's hope that he can hold on to this time. Nice. Looked like a slight delay to avoid the ground pound. Some plus frames. And perfect
There it is.
patience by Ash to simply weather the storm. Saw that Cyclone had no meter. And so every single time where he could take a turn, actually was able to. The down four is the perfect check for all those opportunities. Because you know there can be some weird pushbacks on some of this Predator stuff. And he's on the board. No more 3-0s here tonight. I think this is this the first non-3-0?
First non-3-0 of the night.
Wait, what? I didn't even realize that. You're telling me every match up until now was 3-0?
Yeah, we have been
I
flying.
did not even realize that. Well, hey, you know, I'm going to say it again. Ash Housewares, the adaptation is definitely showing here. Finally getting a game on the board. And, you know, up until that point, he was kind of just leveling up the whole time throughout this match here. So he might have finally caught the download. We'll see. We'll see.
Ah. And are those risks that Cyclone's taking with those pounds as well, or are those safe as... I can't remember.
I think they're safe. I think it's like -7. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Pat.
I want to say it is. I want to say it was safe, but I couldn't remember. But that's, I guess, the name of Ash's game here is that he's gonna have to simply block something and then take his turn. But as long as Cyclone has the bar, he keeps that a mind game too, and that's where the struggle's been. Oh,
And,
big
and you know,
damage.
speaking of taking the turn, that is something that's pretty difficult to do against a character like Warrior Predator, because you know that EX bitch slap covers a majority of the screen. You try to jump out, you get caught. You try to push a button, you get caught. You try to backdash, you're most likely gonna get caught.
All right,
That
so
EX bitch slap keeps people in line in a major metropolitan city for sure.
100%.
that most certainly does. Also, it was we did have a 3-1 with Burrito Voorhees and Ash earlier. I marked that wrong on the thing. My bad, Burrito. But this is our second 3-1, and it's Ash who's bringing
Who
it.
did that combo with the interact? That was sick.
Oh, and then he gets the claw. That should be death. Close to it.
Even an unbreakable Ash Housewares is gonna have. Oh my God, bro!
Wait, this is doable. Has to
I'm not
worry
even gonna
about
talk.
ship.
I'm not even gonna talk.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you got it.
He was afraid to jump forward because of the bitch slap. He was afraid to jump backwards, maybe because of wake up pound. I don't know. But 3-1 for Cyclone. This Predator, this Warrior Predator, guys. Warrior. Top 4 here in the Kolosseum.
You know, watching the disc setups over and over and over again, if you're a new player, especially when Predator came out, I remember the conversation I had to have with some folks over at Warner Brothers, because they're like, hey, we want to have Predator to be available for the tournament. And this is a couple days before the finals. And we went, no, that's not going to happen. Like, oh, we really got a show. It's like, no, we're not going to do that because it's going to jeopardize tournament integrity. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a show match to feature Predator. And they're like, okay, great. We can do that. So that show match, when we got to showcase Predator, was pretty crazy, because when the players started to understand how the setups using that disc worked, we saw some real serious aggressive strings, and trying to figure out where the strings are coming from, block high, block low. It was fun just to watch everybody try to learn Predator right when he came out. Now that we are how many years into since Predator's been out, what a Cyclone. And I mean that as a double entendre, because this player is seriously a whirlwind of nonstop aggression with this Warrior Predator. So I hope to see how this Predator is going to shape up against different characters throughout the bracket. But against Kane, Kano definitely was given Cyclone a little run for his money. So that was a good series.
That's gonna
It looks like are we set for the top 3?
This is top 4. Yep, this is top 4 that we have just said. Burrito Voorhees, Unbearable Skill on the winner's side. Kamasi, Cyclone on the losers. And that is going to be Burrito Voorhees versus Unbearable Skill coming up next on
Oh
stream.
my God. I am ready for this, man. My body's ready for this. And now that we know we got probably the nastiest Warrior Predator up in this mix, holy cow, this couldn't be any more interesting, man. It really couldn't.
It's going to be high octane in that winners finals for sure. Burrito Voorhees, very skilled individual throughout all of NetherRealm games, is actually going to be competing next weekend in Injustice 1 for the Kolosseum, and was warming up with us on our private Parsec server that we're using to run the games on, which I felt fantastic, and he still got it even in those games. Like, this is someone that's just stupidly skilled.
May I
across
ask
the board.
who's he rocking in the Injustice 1?
I don't know who he's gonna pick in tournament. He's an Ares player. He's a
Holy.
but he was mostly known for Bane back in the day.
Okay, kind of keeping with the agenda, the big bodies.
Yeah, I think he has a thing for big bodies. It was Swamp Thing in Injustice 2 as well. And Joshua Gray definitely knows something about Swamp Thing, running a Swamp Thing only event recently.
Yeah, hey,
It was
the
awesome.
trees.
It was called For
That
the
event
Trees.
was god tier. I was pretty fucking lit checking that out. And I hope everybody was checking it out.
Me too. I was putting it on. No, it was a lot of fun, and shout out to all the players that joined, and we got to represent Swamp Thing. And I got a very touching message from NetherRealm from one of the animators that made Swamp Thing in the game. Said, "Hey, really appreciate that you were able to showcase this character, because Swamp Thing really wasn't the most chosen character in Injustice 2. But we got to give a shout out to the big bodies." Because, you know, playing these big body characters, they may not be as fast, but when you can set up, you know, the right distance and the right moves, and you unleash hell with your damage, I mean, that's why people like to play these bigger brawlers. But if the damage isn't there, or if there's just, if you're getting blown up too many times, your setups are just not safe enough for you, you know, people kind of gravitate away from the character. And Swamp Thing, you know, had a couple issues here and there when he first came out, but some of them were fixed, and it was great to showcase that tournament. So thanks for mentioning it.
Absolutely. I mean, that was one of my favorite characters in the entire game. I thought one was one of the best designed characters. All the animations were S tier. The only issue I have is, why did he have the coolest fucking wings I've ever seen and didn't have an air dash? Why give him wings if he doesn't even have an air dash in Injustice?
Yeah, he didn't utilize the wings at all, huh?
Yeah, it was more
Not at all.
aesthetic, but
yeah, it was
I
all
mean,
aesthetic. It was all aesthetic.
I would love a variation of Swamp Thing that's super fast or faster. You know, they can move around faster. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Put it on the list.
Hey, that leaves for a little conversation there. You know, who's to say when we get Injustice 3, they kind of experimented, you know, opening up all the abilities. So if Injustice 3, you know, continues with that format, ability moves and stuff, imagine they bring us an Injustice 3 game with every single ability at our disposal for tournament. I think that'll get pretty damn crazy.
That would get wild. But guys, I think I'm gonna give us a nice little breather here before we jump into top 4. And so I'm gonna set us for a 5-minute break, guys. Everyone go use the restroom, and we'll close out this tournament when we come back. 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Some more Mortal Kombat on the way right here for the Kolosseum Rewind.
This will mix a little bit. I'm a quarter from high. I just completely missed the cup right there.
Well, Aquaman's marinating this intro. He wants to come in with the heat, dude. I don't blame him.
Do I come out like Evo top 8? Oh shit, everyone! No.
Dude, I would not be ready for that.
Welcome to the Kolocast. Oh, you know,
For what it's
Too
worth,
much. That's
when you're
too
doing
much.
when you're doing like the little highlights of this podcast, you know, like little 5-second intro. This is what you're gonna expect. That might be a cool one. Steal.
That's what you're gonna expect. Oh, right out of the gate.
Screaming.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kolocast, episode number 1. Wasminator. And then ask a really ridiculous question. I was thinking something really ridiculous.
Dude, I thought you were starting. Fuck, I got my game face.
And I was
thought
like,
you
yeah, I
were
wasn't
starting.
sure either.
Bro, holy shit. All right, let's just get this money.
Did you hear what Rick said? All right, Waz, right out of the gate. How big is too big?
Kolosseum Rewind is presented by Hitbox. Take control at hitboxarcade.com/rewind. And by Kolosseum.gg. Find events, merchandise, membership, advertising, and more.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Kolosseum Rewind, presented by Hitbox. This is North American Mortal Kombat X Top 4. This bracket has been going on for quite some time. Thank you all if you guys have been here enjoying these matches. This is the bracket. These are the players, and it's time to get them in here. I'm going to get some invites out. We got Josh Gray. We got Destroyer on the mic. Josh, how you feeling?
Doing great. You know, it's such a trip back in time to watch some excellent MKX matches, but just also shows how good these games are that so many of us want to go back and play these specific over-the-top, super aggressive mechanics, being able to run again in a Mortal Kombat game. You know, I still love MK11, and a lot of people in chat have been talking about the two different games. We can love them all. We love certain aspects about the two of them, but what we love the most is how much time these players have dedicated to play these specific fighters and to show some of the best here in North America, and to have some of the best from North America. I'm talking about Destroyer. How you feeling, Destroyer?
I'm feeling great, man. And, you know, we're here, top 4. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else with the homie Aquaman, the homie Mr. Joshua Gray. This is about to be absolute insanity. I want to ask both of you something. We saw the competition. We saw the competitors. We saw how these guys get down and dirty. Now, from these 4, the final 4, who's your pick? Who do you think's taking this?
I'm going to have to go with the fighter that inspired me to bring back the Arnold impersonations, and that's got to be Cyclone with the Warrior Predator. It is a masterpiece to watch such aggressive play, such wonderful setups with that goddamn disc, and to execute so well. So I'm going to be looking at Cyclone, but you can't discount Burrito Voorhees. I mean, one of the best of the best. But yeah, Cyclone's my pick.
What about you, Aquaman?
Listen, if you're asking me who I would pick if I was standing at a stage watching them play and put my money up, I would say Unbearable Skill all the way. But my heart is with Cyclone. I'm there with Joshua Gray. This guy is showing us that he is a master at Mortal Kombat X, using something that no one else had the balls, I'm gonna say it, had the balls, the pelotas masivas, the machete mahombe to use, and he's doing it here, and he's doing it big. Big ass balls on that, man, as we're jumping in to winners finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy cow. That was too good, man. Unbearable Skill versus Burrito. I feel like this match right here is going to be what determines a big part of who's taking this tournament here. You know, because that grand final spot speaks volumes. Oh my God, starting off super aggressive. Unbearable Skill already dragging him all the way to the right side of the screen. Burrito Voorhees just bracing for impact here. Good throw. Oh, blows up the armor. That is going to be a game changer right there. That back 1-2-1 from Ferritor being fast enough to break through the flash parries. Dude, that can change up the outcome of things.
Oh, and the perfect jump, the miracle jump through the Tortoise. And here we go, Flexiline fully engaged. And Bruno does have the armored overhead to try to hit twice as an armored option, but then Unbearable, if he blocks, he can let go and then get a punish on it. Like, taking away a lot of options. And what? I didn't think it was reaching.
Dude, that was looking like a Kotal Khan jumping right there.
Okay, hold on a second. You're right. Ooh. Give Ferritor a hug. You get back to the core. 21% command grab. Not falling for the tick though either. Unbearable. The savage side switch here at MKX. That can take a life. You can lose a life bar by letting someone jump out of the corner in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
The 2-1-2s, he's just abusing him with, oh my God, now get ready, he's gonna go with the down 4. What'd I tell you? With the conditioning at its finest.
No.
That is what makes Tremor such a problem. Dude, you know, a lot of people say Tremor's autopilot, this and that. That's exactly why. You give him a string that just, it 50-50s for him for free. 2-1-2 overhead, 2-1-2 overhead, 2-1-2 overhead, and then 2-1 down 4 low. Surprise, bitch, you got mixed.
What? Why did Josh Gray Shao Kahn in there for no reason?
There's always a reason.
All I heard was pathetic. Oh boy.
Now, was that a pathetic towards his blocking or?
Nah, you know what I said?
Fucked up.
I said prophetic because you had called it Destroyer, prophetic. But you know, that's what Shao Kahn would say if he just got his butt kicked. I predicted this. That was some serious Tremor action.
That's what a Tremor who fully knows how to use the tools that he's got to full advantage and to truly pressure someone at a level that you don't expect them to even be, you know, because most people are going to do that kind of standard Tremor mix-up, that standard Tremor pressure of doing this. You know, immediate 50-50, immediate 50-50. Well, there's other mind games to be played, and welcome to them. It's called Unbearable Skill. Good luck, have fun.
Oh, the double down poke. Isn't that poke from Ferrator Plus on block or Zero on block?
Something like that.
Yeah, I remember that poke being a huge problem in the competitive career of this game. But look at that Burrito turning the tides of battle pretty convincingly here. Took that life bar with ease. All right, he's gonna get up in his face. Let's see what he's got. Goes for the pain and gain cancel into the back 1-2-1s.
Went too many pokes there in the corner. Nice hit stagger grab.
My God, 22% command grab. Why?
Plus unblock down 2. Plus unblock down 2. Open up another throw for him. Oh boy. Tremor's flip.
Listen, dude, I'm gonna mention it now. Fighting against Crystalline Tremor, you gotta eat that overhead. You just have to eat it sometimes.
Oh, no conversion. Burritos had a couple of opportunities. That could have been a kill. Could be on the board.
Anti-air with the down 1.
It's gonna be one read. It's the NJP and no breako from Unbearable. The run got hit. It takes away the stamina in this game if you get interrupted on your run, ladies and gentlemen. And you just saw someone lose a life because of it. Burrito ties us up.
Can we talk about Farrah getting stabbed by the spikes in Tor's head? She's just unfazed.
She'll be alright. I mean, she gets thrown for a living. I think
when you put that into consideration, you know what? You're right.
I think she can take a beating.
She gets
personally.
thrown for a living.
She gets thrown for a living. She clocks in 9 to 5. All right, chuck me. She's so.
Let's see what happens here. Tied 1 apiece. This is the ultimate match right now, man. This is definitely what's going to determine potentially who might be taking this tournament. It's just like I said previously, you know, that grand final spot holds a lot of weight to its name.
Ooh. It's what everyone wants. Oh, doesn't get the side switch. Probably a little early on the attempt or overran it. Not knowing the side switch. Pressure's on now for Tremor. And like I said earlier, when he gets going, it's time to play his game, whether you like it or not. As far as making the read is when your turn is going to be, all the options they have to continue pressure. Gets him up to armor quick. Oh,
I
he
love
might
how
be
he's
dead.
checking. He keeps on checking Unbearable Skill with the down 1s, and just like that, the blink of an eye, 43% gone. Unbearable Skill's in a bit of a pickle here. He needs to turn it up a bit. Good jump back, avoiding Farrah. Yo, this man is doing poses in the air. Did you just see that? How the hell is this giant dude so flexible?
Never skip leg day.
Never skip leg day.
What is this neutral that Burritos just harassed him with the 1-2s? Really good. All about stopping. I think that forward 1-2 stopping the armor generation. It's really unique.
Dude, it's because Ferrator has one of the more unique properties with his down 3. I'm pretty sure it's either 0 on block or +1. But the shit says like it's -6. It's the weirdest poke I've ever seen in NetherRealm history. And there's been some weird damn pokes.
Ooh, looking for the snipe. The conversion.
Wow.
Force him off the bar.
That would have been death.
Wait a minute. This is Burrito to get the lead. Nuffle the take throw. That was guess for game. That down 3 was guess for game. And that is all it came down to, ladies and gentlemen, was just him making a read on a poke that he was going to tick throw. If that didn't happen, it would have been 2-1 Burrito. Wow.
Drops to confirm. That's okay, though. Tied 1 apiece in the rounds here. Unbearable Skill. He's going to have to work hard for this one. The jump in. Goes with the low crystal shatter. Look at this, man. Burrito just being real patient, stepping back, waiting for the perfect. Wait.
Yeah,
Did low Farah just break the
I
crystal?
didn't. I've never seen that before.
What the?
Hello?
Just win.
Does the low toss absorb a projectile?
Dude, I've never seen that. And I've been playing this game for quite some time.
I assumed you knew and didn't want to say to avoid embarrassment, but I had no idea.
I had no idea. That was pretty crazy.
That's probably why Burrito's here in Winners Finals. He's one mix-up away from being down in the set and tried to disrespect the jump-in advantage right there, which is a lot harder in these games. Let me tell you, the 2-1, unbearable.
Well, the age-old question has been answered. Farah beats Rock.
I'm gonna ban Josh Gray. Never mind. I take back everything I said earlier about this man. Guys, wait.
0 to 100 from Aquaman.
We are working on a way for people to use their channel points here that they bet, and the current hypothesis is that for a large amount of channel points, you can mute one of the commentators for a certain amount of time.
Oh no!
Great.
Oh no!
Like an absurd amount of points.
Now you're giving the viewers too much power. Chill.
An absurd amount, but like 10 seconds muted. You know? Maybe.
My
it's
question
a thought.
is,
It's a
Burrito,
thought. It's on the board.
Do you think he knew he could break that shit?
I mean, he did it. It looked intentional.
You're right. He did it.
I mean, he would know. He is one of those guys that's so smart. Labs a lot in these games.
The unbearable pressure from unbearable skill. Crystal shatters all over the place. Oh my god, the spacing on that back 1-2-1 actually worked. And a back one gonna close out the round. Match point going to unbearable skill.
Oh, yeets him out of the sky. And this is for Burrito to stay alive. Off the breaker late in the combo. The beautiful whip punish. Footsies here in Mortal Kombat X. To the corner you go. If you would have converted that destroyer, I would have cried. I would have physically cried.
My mic keeps on freaking muting, so I apologize. but that was a really good damage right there that he picked up on.
Absolutely. Yeah, just great pressure in the corner, but variable skill turns it around.
Oh, this is if you grew up playing Monopoly, what it was like to get put in jail. This is it. This is a viewing experience for what it felt like, ladies and gentlemen. But Burrito Voorhees had the card because it's reset neutral to mid screen.
Oh, this is it. Renegade combo.
Oh, that could have been so much damage. That was like 50% dropped.
That would have been at least 50% right there, bro. But at least he had the breaker weight to calm down in that. Oh no, this is bad. Unbreakable.
Oh boy.
Unbreakable. He's gonna get chip damage here into the rock punch. GG's. Wow. I can see why a lot of people dislike watching Tremor sometimes, because the character is pretty damn insane. Like once he gets you locked down in the corner, he's literally chipping away like 25% HP just from block pressure alone. That shit's nuts. But hey, we're not taking away from Unbearable. He's going to earn that grand final spot and is going to be sitting comfortably in the winner side grand finals now.
And Burrito Voorhees not out of this yet, just moving down to the lower bracket, and he'll be facing the winner of Kamasi versus Cyclone. Now, you look at that pressure from Tremor and watching where was the chance to open up against him. And after about that 1, 2, 3, 4 hit, sometimes you would see that mix-up of going into a low, sometimes trying to go for the overhead, or just stopping the string, canceling into something else. Kind of your bread and butter of what to do in a fighting game, an NRS fighting game. But what I was noticing is trying to figure out what button Ferrator should hit to just at least put some pressure. And there was a couple downs coming from Burrito Voorhees when they were close together, but none of those were striking. So just the constant pressure from Tremor. Destroyer, I'm going to pose this question to you. Is this a scenario where Ferrator does have some options to kind of break through this, or is this a different character select altogether to go up against this Tremor?
Honestly, man, I feel like Tremor puts the majority of the cast in that situation where, you know, it's like, well, how do I deal with this? Because I feel what Tremor wants is he wants you to counter poke. You know, he wants you to counter poke so that he can capitalize on that. Once you counter poke with Tremor, he's either gonna try to take a step back with punish, or he's just gonna go into the forward 1-2-1s. And it puts certain characters like Ferritor in real sticky situations, I gotta say. Because, you know, like you said, I don't even know what the fuck he was supposed to do in those situations, man. Was he supposed to go with the down 3? Was he supposed to go with the down 1? Maybe counter with the back 1? It's rough. It's real rough.
There was a lot of really big things he was throwing out there. You know, Ferritor's neutral jump punch, the around the world. That was just perfectly moved around by Unbearable Skill. And something that a lot of people probably don't see at first either is the fact that Unbearable Skill was moving and making reads at distances that were really Ferritor specific. When a lot of people fall for neutral jump punch by Ferritor whiffing mid-screen, and then they do it again because they think it's finally time to move in, they're gonna have some recovery. A couple things that Unbearable was doing, for instance, he would get in range where the NJP would whiff, and then if he went for another one, he would do an instant jump one and it would call it out perfectly, or he would wait on it and then jump in and get some pressure. There's like a lot of things he was doing outside of some of those distances that really allowed him to close the gap, and he had a lot of good jump reads over a lot of this as well. And damn, did these players get in here already. But that was, I could have probably broken down a couple of more things right there for you guys, but we got ourselves a match.
I mean, hey, you might as well, man. I'm sure everybody watching this, they're all open to the knowledge. That's one of the main reasons I love watching tournaments, is just so, you know, get all that information and just learn something new.
And if you guys have learned anything here, amazing. Also, thank you so much for watching here today, guys. We had a lot of people watching MKX today. For us, it's all about entertaining you guys, the viewer. For the players, hopefully the enjoyment of the game, and to win a couple of bucks here on an early Sunday afternoon here in North America. And boy, Cyclone getting the madness coming already.
Why didn't he confirm that back low kick? What the hell just happened?
That could
just split the combo. And that would have been death. I'm telling you right now, that combo would have been death. He's gonna go with the EX slap to the face. Gets a beautiful confirm off the desk. Sets up another one. Dude, just disc all over the place. Abusing him with the disc.
Oh, the claw! One of the best neutral jump punches in this game.
I'm really not trying to be biased here, but I kind of want Cyclone to win just so we can keep seeing this warrior. I'm sorry.
Hey,
this shit's too hype.
We all had the predictions, and it was because it's so unique, Destroyer. Like, you got to give props where they're due in that regard.
Seriously, beautiful. Standing 2 stagger into a throw. This is gonna set up for some really juicy pressure. He's gonna put the disc. Oh wait. Oh, if he pushed a button, he probably could have knocked him out of the air there. Knocked Kamasi out of that teleport.
Wow,
that was How do you make a read like that?
That was aggressive, but it is a read in this matchup if you read a demon. Wow. That's some deep reads from Cyclone's end, but Kamasi, he's looked comfortable. Outside of almost dying to a single hit in the corner, he's looked pretty comfortable in the neutral so far against Predator and dealing with the pressure.
And on top of that, man, he's being very disrespectful. I mean, notice, on hit from a poke from Cyclone, Kamasi's pushing right back. He doesn't care.
I mean, is that the answer? You know, everyone else was afraid to press the button maybe earlier?
No, it's not. Because if Cyclone makes the read, if Cyclone hits him with standing 2, he's eating a devastating combo. So Kamasi better chill out with those disrespects.
Speaking of devastating combo.
No, there it is. It's a hard knockdown, more setup, ridiculous pressure.
Really good.
Oh my god, the down ones from this man. Chill.
Oh, wait. Absolutely swinging. Baits out the bitch slap. Still has to worry about one more. No confirmation. Wait, he has life. He has life. No bar to worry about, but he mistimes the jump in against the delayed wake up of Cyclone. And what it came down to was a couple of delayed wake ups by both of those gentlemen to get him out of some sticky situations. That was.
Bro, let us breathe, please. That was fucking nuts.
That was sweaty.
Cyclone taking that by the hair, going up 1-0 on Kamasi. Jesus, that was such a match. All right, he's sticking with the possessed Kenshi, which is definitely not a bad pick. And you know, you could put these two characters, man, present this to any Mortal Kombat pro, be like, hey, what's the matchup chart on this? They're gonna go straight to possess Kenshi.
9-1.
9-1.
9-1.
100%.
What? I don't. Warrior Predator. You're lying to me. That's not a character in the game. I've never heard about that.
See how
You
he
could
runs out.
run the gamut with that lineup. Speaking of Warrior Predator, oh, we'll win.
Ooh. He just committed everything into down 4 Scimitar Slam and gets rewarded with the corner pressure now health lead. It's probably going to force him off the break. I don't think Kamasi wants to eat the guess unless he feels like if he loses this
What a
matchup.
combo!
Oh my.
Oh my god, the read going over the demon, continuing the pressure. Wow, I don't know how he got away from that EX bitch slap. He actually dodged a bullet there. And the jump kick from Cyclone taking the round. Jeez, this man is playing it out of his mind.
And one thing I've always been amazed by him, no matter the character, even watching his Jason so much back in the day, he plays at such an incredible speed. Does Cyclone. He's always ready to go, no matter the situation.
Yeah, you are not lying about that one. But hold on, the
Damn,
tournament
as I
events,
say that,
Kamasi would-
as I say that, he gets flawless. Great round from Kamasi.
That was insane. That was the first flawless we've seen today. So kudos to Kamasi for bringing it to us. Gonna go with a forward 4. Hard knockdown again. He's got the corner position. This is where Cyclone thrives. Look at this, man. Oh my god, if he gets opened up.
That is so scary. That is so scary. To have to be right on that mix-up.
It really is, Aquaman.
Wait
and
a
notice,
second.
like, even if you grab tech him, he'll try to go for the grab again.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's like, no, come over here. He's like,
Get
I don't want
over
this
here.
combo.
Nice throw.
There it is. The NJP, and that's going to be the round. Cyclone going up 2-0 against Possessed Kenshi Kamasi Reborn. This is
And-
the last thing everybody expected. I'm telling you, man.
And that was like a really good counter read. Kamasi actually opened up Cyclone so many times with run up, cancel, backdash, back 1-1. That has hit Cyclone doing something so many times, whether it be seeing him run forward and doing a down 4 or trying to get a back 1 out. And then he'll just run up, stop, and then do back 1-1, or run up and then backdash and then back 1-1, and it's clipped him a lot. There, Cyclone saw him run, and then he jumped forward and hit him doing exactly that.
Well, let's see if Kamasi can readjust here. I'm pretty damn sure he has zero matchup knowledge against Warrior Predator, but hopefully he learned what he needed to in these first 2 games.
He's able to make the read against that neutral jump punch. I think that's going to maybe spell the difference between these two. Let's find out.
Oh my god, Joshua Gray, that is such a good point you make. Because you know, Kamasi actually has probably one of the sickest anti-airs in the game. That up demon. So, you know, if he does start making the reads on those NJPs with up demon, probably confirming into devastating combos, you are damn right about that. That could be a game changer, 100%.
Oh, now getting teleport crazy. Look at Cyclone already showing one of the
Backdashing.
options is backdashing. Yep. Oh, that was starting to do a lot of damage. Not your turn. Comes off the bar. Micro duck from Cyclone? No. In MKX? Destroyer, is it just me? Because I know you've seen a lot of MKX tournaments recently too. That was a beautiful armor. But have you seen people micro duck in this game more since MK11 came out?
Yes, that is definitely, I think MK11 has gave people the habit to, you know, punish those highs more brutally. And you're 100% right about that, Mr. Aquaman. And they're neutral ducking a lot more.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like it. I like it a lot. Woo!
Yeah, that's like a whole nother layer of MKX that we haven't really been seeing.
Oh, some big
Look
balls
at
on Cyclone.
this.
He's just bullying him right now, and there's no escaping that armor most of the time. That's going to be all she wrote for this round. Cyclone match point Warrior Predator. This is for top 3.
Final round. Fight.
The winner of this will stay on and face Burrito Voorhees right after, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone that you're seeing
That's
from here
gonna
on
be
out
interesting.
is in the money as well. And speaking of money, thank you to everyone that has donated. Let's take a look at the prize pool. It's at $177. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to put the Matcherino in there. If you guys want to use the code, add some free money. Or if you want to donate directly, you can go right there on the website. Kamasi just went ham, egg, and cheese in 4 seconds. Can I just get one call to action out? Can I shout the match arena out one time without someone dying? People are exploding out here in this top 8.
Kaboom!
This man got slaughtered. Slaughter out of nowhere. And I feel like this is the stepping point for Kamasi right here. This might be the turnaround, you know, because maybe he just needed to refresh his memory a little. Maybe he just needed to get a couple games with the Warrior Predator to realize what he needs to do to make this matchup in his favor. But, you know, Cyclone is going to be sitting nice and pretty on a 2-1 lead. Just needs one more game to move on to the loser's final, where he's going to be going up against Burrito Voorhees. That's what I really want to see, man. If that happens, we'll be getting Clash of the Monsters at that point.
Oh my goodness. You're in line. I'm not trying to look ahead either because we very well could have a match here. Kamasi looking much more aggressive in the previous game. Let's see if he can pick up on that momentum that has not started off so well. Hard halfway dead. And now no turn for you. Went for a lot of things right here. Cyclone's trying to cover a quick rise wake up, which is just not delaying your wake up, just getting up at a normal time. He's trying to cover that into the smart disc. I know. I just broke my own brain.
I looked away for 1 second and he was dead.
He has stopped people from waking up every single time, and so it's forcing you to delay your wake up, and then when you delay your wake up, it's really hard to get your turn back in a lot of those instances. Especially when you have to worry about smart disc coming in, and it's covering that as well. It's just smart pressure from Cyclone with the tools that the character has.
Oh, another thing, speaking of a smart disc, Possess Kenshi, he can actually teleport. If he times his teleport, he can dodge the disc and get pressure started on Predator. And I don't think that's something he's really been doing.
Yeah, can he wake up with with armor teleport?
Yup.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh god. Whoa!
Good use of the. Whoa!
Hold on a second.
The balls on this dude.
Welcome to the Tokyo Olympics, ladies and gentlemen.
9.5.
9.5. I'll give it a 6.
Good armor, Kamasi really trying to get this game on the board here. He wants to tie things up 2 apiece. He needs one more touch. Chip out is going to do it at this point, Aquaman. There it is.
What a
jump back at the perfect moment. I told you.
That was incredible. All right, 10 out of 10. Never mind. New card, new judge. I'm going to give him a 10 because what that's going to do, gentlemen, for the first time here in North America, I get to press the fucking button.
Yeah.
We are going to a game number 5, baby.
Woo! Yeah, listen, if you're hyping the chat, show it. Show the hypeness. We want to see emos. We want to see you guys go fucking crazy right now. Game number 5, first one of the night. We got Kamasi versus Cyclone. This is too much for me to handle. You know what? I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good one.
The download is happening in real time. Kamasi utilizing the armor, utilizing the pressure and the wake-ups, and knowing when not to press a button. Cyclone now. The ball is in his court. Is he going to be able to get the reads against this Kenshi? Or are we going to see maybe a way to take down Warrior Predator? This is it. This is what MKX is all about. Let's go.
Yeah, and you know, to just piggyback off what Joshua Gray said, I kind of feel like he's learning. He's learning what's going on. He's definitely catching an adaptation because things we saw in the beginning of the set are definitely not looking the same this time around. I think he's learning the ways of the Yauta.
The what?
Predator species.
Teleporting in. This is when Kamasi looks his most comfortable, is when he feels like he can be the aggressor with these teleports. Saw that Cyclone was at a meter disadvantage, immediately pounced. And speaking of pouncing, the neutral jump from Cyclone. He gets him the knockdown. Oh, he actually broke the armor? That's impossible. That's impossible.
He broke it, but he wasn't even ready for it because he kind of went to defense after that. Dude, the beatdown of a lifetime. Cyclone match point.
Coming in on the drop of the beat to Cyclone, feeling the groove of Kolosseum Rewind.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This music
that was
fucking hype as hell.
That was pretty hype right there. Shoutouts to Valiant Shade in the chat, who's running prediction points. Also created the music that you're hearing behind the game.
Dude, this guy, he killed it. Valiant freaking killed it.
Love it.
Oh, That
Yo,
is
this
gonna be.
was a
Is this it?
slaughter!
What's happening? That's gonna be all she wrote. Cyclone in a game 5 clutches it out. Says the download is not complete here today, and you are just another trophy in the collection.
That neutral jump punch, that NJP is so good, so good. That reach with the claw. I mean, if you haven't played against it, you're not gonna expect it, and it's tough to condition yourself to expect it when you are so focused on your own strategy, getting up close, try to open them up if they're gonna be up in the air. But that wrist blade that comes out on that jump, so effective with Predator. And utilizing your strengths, you know, that's the number one thing with fighting games. If you pick a character, utilize their strengths and know their strengths first, and then go from there. And one of Predator's strengths is this crazy wrist blade. So well done to Cyclone, but that was one heck of a series, tying it up 2-2 there at the end. Dang.
Yeah, it's a good point you make, because, you know, I find myself always like spamming that Predator NJP, or maybe someone like Ferritor, or even Kung Jin. You know, it's perfect what you said. You really got to utilize your character strengths. Even if people are going to look at you and say, yo, you're fucking spamming, keep doing it. All right?
Yep.
Get the read.
It's gonna work out in your favor, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Infamous saying
Basically.
right there.
Yeah, except for Kotal Khan, he's always broke. Got him! Sorry. Sorry. Oh, man. You know, I say that, but Mr. Aquaman has always wrecked me every time we've gone toe-to-toe, head-to-head. Ah!
Oh,
Sick.
man, that's too good. Well, it
Hey,
looks like we're going into the matchup I was most excited for. We're going to get Cyclone rocking this ridiculous Warrior Predator going up against Burrito Voorhees Ferritor. I think it's safe to say this might be a matchup that has never been seen in competitive MKX.
I think I agree. I don't.
Straight up.
Have you guys ever seen have you guys ever seen Warrior Predator versus Ferritor?
Dude,
No,
no, I
not
don't
at
think
all.
this has ever happened.
No, I don't even know if NRS even tested this behind the scenes. Ferritor, no, I'm just thinking of that low throw with Ferritor and how much recovery time there is with Ferritor after some of these moves. And if you can set up a disc, throw it, and get a couple jabs in before Fer is able to get back on Tor's back, that's going to be a problem.
That's a good point you make there. You know, because there is going to be a little downtime once he does get rid of Farah, and I do feel that is going to be Warrior's chance to get in there. And Warrior has a lot of utility to get in your face. You know, he has the freaking leap that hits overhead. He got the disc that can literally give him some free pressure most of the time. And this is going to be a real interesting matchup. You know, something that almost no one has ever seen before. I can't quite say what's going to be expected here.
Same. You know, it's as we get closer and closer to crowning ourselves a winner here in the top 8, and we did see a number of 3-0s happening, but now that we're towards the end, it's anybody's game. But really, hopefully, Burrito Voorhees has been watching the stream and seeing how Cyclone has been performing with this Predator across a number of different members of the cast. And if he's been taking notes, or if he's been working behind the scenes, expecting somebody to choose this lesser-known character and variation, then Burrito Voorhees, I think, can definitely take it all the way back to the finals.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath nonetheless. And again, if you guys want to support these incredible competitors, if you guys want to support the Kolosseum, please consider contributing to the prize pool. Consider beefing up this prize pool. That way the players can, you know, I don't know, get more motivation to kick each other's asses. Whatever the case may be, you know, it's completely optional, but it will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, 50 cents is added just by logging in over on the website by clicking that link. So it's the least you can do. Every little bit helps. You know, these players devote so much of their time. Production behind the scenes donates so much of their time as well. Put together these tournaments, and we do it not just because of it's the most popular thing to do, because we love it. And we love you. We love the community. We want to keep putting on tournaments until the end of time. So we're able to do that with your contributions and your support. And hey, hit that subscribe button down below as well. Support Mr. Aquaman, support Destroyer FGC as well.
Yeah, everyone here, guys. You know, Destroyer doing amazing things over there. Joshua Gray doing amazing things all over the place. YouTube, Xbox, loving it. If you guys don't know, just go over to the Xbox main channel. You can check out Joshua Gray playing some games throughout the week. Every single week, it feels like. Destroyer, ton of events going on as well. Champions of the Realms, Injustice 2 coming up. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed they get the servers back up soon.
Fingers crossed on that one. That's
yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Players are in. I'm just letting Burrito practice these fair tour combos on me before this matchup begins. We had to reset the King of the Hill, but we do got losers finals ready to go. These gentlemen are playing for money. Top 4 are going to get a piece of the current $181 prize pool. Thank you to everyone that has donated to that. And let's see. Do we have a pull up yet for this match? Let's see.
Chat is still predicting. Is there a pull up?
Ooh, there is.
Ooh.
Wow.
I thought it would have been the
Pretty
other
close.
way. I thought people would have been on the Predator train, but they're still liking Burrito on this one.
I mean, you know, Burrito is such a name that resonates with a lot of people. You know, he's been in the scene for such a long time, and he's a veteran. At this point, you can 100% consider him a veteran in competitive fighting games.
Oh, absolutely. And there's no magic wand for experience. The more time that you have playing in tournaments via online or in person, one day, 2022, hopefully, that experience allows you to perform under pressure. And what better pressure than against Predator? Here we go.
Look at the mission. He goes lackey to face off against the Predator.
Oh, dude,
this man wants to go hands-on, toe-to-toe.
Quite literally wants to throw hands
all.
right now. That's what Brawler is. Or sorry, what the lackey is. A brawler. Uh-oh. Bombs ahoy. Not today. That down one. Just one of the best harassment tools in MKX. If you guys haven't seen lackey.
Matchup in the history of MKX in the Kolosseum Rewind. This is nuts. He's gonna go with the stagger. Good anti-air. Hits him with the roly-poly-oly. Puts him in the corner.
Oh. What a micro took! This could be it!
Oh my god, what a trade! What
He's
a
dead.
trade, Aquaman!
Oh.
That was mind-blowing.
You rarely see that. You rarely
Do you think he's warming this up in case he's gonna get into the grand finals? Might try to try something different against Crystalline Tremor?
Oh, potentially. Maybe just down one harass. To deal with the advancing forward 1-2, to deal with the armor. Because it's hard to take your turn afterwards anyway. Jeez. I say that as Cyclone is going nuts right now. He hasn't let
really
Cyclone have a... Will he have a turn? He still has a bar. Wow. Burrito.
No turn for you.
Not at all. He got...
Dude, no turn, and on top of that, he started spamming the forward 4 at the end there.
That might be the first person
favor.
I've never seen someone block from corner to corner. And that's what that was.
Yeah, this is nuts. Speaking of corner to corner, Ferritor tossing him in the corner here. Or I should say Tor. As Farrah in the background just cheers him on. She's fucking running laps during this match. You seeing this?
Cardio.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Farrah's building up that cardio.
Put her on the team.
She's got the orange slices.
Hey, who remembers when they were rumoring like a Ferritor, but it was gonna be opposite. It was gonna be like, you know, Farrah was gonna be the big one, and then like toward the little one in the back.
I actually thought that
nice.
was really cool because
they had concept for it and everything.
It's the, isn't it the story mode finisher for Ferritor?
Is it?
I think so.
Wait, now that you mention, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Farrah was like freaking jacked out of her mind.
Yeah, like that's actually canon.
Who knows? We'll probably end up seeing it in the rumored MK12. But let's see what happens here. Cyclone taking game number 1.
Not Destroyer.
Burrito.
Combat Kids. What? The Combat Kids are coming back. Get ready.
Is that what you want?
Every single
one of them. You want the Combat Kids?
Come on. Anyways.
Listen, if they bring back Jackie Briggs with her freaking leap ability from MK11, I'm going to be pissed.
Bionic bounce.
Bionic bounce.
Bionic bounce. Oh, that was a ballsy read for man to take a scimitar stab at a double Herbie fully loaded Ferritor.
You want to know what's so crazy about Ferretor's damage? He's dropping combos.
Yeah, and they're still
taking
hitting
out half his life.
The execution hasn't been there for Burrito most of this top 8, but the damage has still been there. Like,
yeah, it's like, don't worry about it. You could drop this.
It's
we got
okay.
you. Oh, and he made the switch back to Ruthless. Interesting.
Want a little bit of range to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what was his train of thought going to the Lackey, because you look at these two characters, and after what we've seen Warrior Predator do, you kind of just want to stay away from the character. The up close game on Warrior Predator,
this guy's kind of scary.
Tier.
I don't want to be anywhere near Cyclone at all. Look at he is a madman up close.
Dude, just swinging the blades, everything he's got in his arsenal, throwing it at him.
The claw.
Good backdash.
Amazing backdash.
I call that thing the claw because it's like the claw coming out in Toy Story. The claw. Yeet.
Nice little 14% grab. Gonna mix him up with the low. Cyclone waking up with the down poke. This guy thinks he's playing MK11 at this point.
There's a lot of meter on the screen right now.
There is.
Final round.
Unfortunately, Cyclone does have breakaway. There it is. I don't think he's dead.
No.
He's gonna probably
Maybe.
have a slither of life left, but probably chip out will do the job here.
Oh boy.
Throw, tosser.
Yep, tosser.
Tosser. There it is. The easiest call out of 2021 right there.
Woo.
If he did anything but tosser, I would have been pissed.
That was one hell of a backdash, and again, just following the pattern of what Cyclone has brought to the table before. Burrito Voorhees utilizing that to his advantage. But yeah, surprised to see going for more of the range here. But that range may be exactly what he needs to counter some of these setups from Predator.
You're damn right about that. And it looks like Cyclone's not going to be switching off this Warrior Predator at all. This is his bread and butter here. Burrito, on the other hand, finding some success making the switch to Ruthless, so that's it's pretty good to see. That's what we want. You know, as a spectator, we want to see good matches.
This has been fantastic so far tonight. You guys just saw an ad come up from the bottom. Just to talk about them real quick, playtcp.com, one of our sponsors here. It's a game coming to Kickstarter made by a Mortal Kombat player in our community. Really dope. It's going to be an infinitely procedurally generated puzzle-solving game in space. Go check it out.
So
Go check it out. Playtcp.com.
Are you saying it's like something similar to Among Us?
Check it out. Go check it out. That's all I'm saying. There's a link in chat too, but I know you guys probably won't click that because we got some amazing action going on right now. I just wanted to shout them out because they've been incredible, and they add to every prize pool as well. Like, they've been great.
Dude, that's the way to get people interested. Leave them with the fucking cliffhanger. I'm like, shit, what kind of game is this? I gotta check it out now. Good jump over. Okay, Burrito got corner control, but that back forward one from Predator is just gonna get him out of that situation every time, it seems. Oh, he went for the down poke into it, but good block from Burrito. The command grab is gonna be devastating damage.
26%.
26!
Oh my god!
Why is a command grab doing that?
That hurt.
Like, listen, I understand the dude's gotta hurt himself to get the big boy damage, but
That's a big
he's
boy
doing like
damage.
2% to himself. Come on.
That's 2% to himself.
2% didn't hurt anybody. 2% milk does the body good. Let's go.
He needs some milk.
Yo, Joshua Gray with these one-liners are fucking killing
They're
me.
killing me too. I'm about to hire Josh on retainer just for one-liner per match. That's it. Oh.
Man.
Look at Blanche just watching these two monsters kill each other. She's like,
Oh, he's dead!
She's walking away. Oh, he is dead.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, Blanche doesn't want any part of this. Any part of World War III going on the screen right now. Burrito Voorhees is looking strong as ever.
I think Blanche bought a front row ticket. I think she's exactly where she wants to be.
I'd be like, holy shit. That 12-foot monster just yeeted the Predator.
This is Outworld. I mean, you're either knitting a sweater made from Tarkatan hides, or you're watching some beatdowns.
In the Colosseum.
Now, I gotta ask both of you, looking at both these players, Burrito and Cyclone, who do you think has the better chance of taking out the Crystalline Tremor Maniac sitting in the grand finals right now?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I personally, I feel both these characters, it's not a great matchup for Crystalline Tremor, but like, who do you think is gonna have the better shot at this?
Do you think Cyclone would have a better chance if he went Jason? Because I feel like Jason would be a decent pick, maybe. I don't know the matchup. I don't know the matchup at all. But I will say that Burrito had a lot of opportunities to make that a game 5. He definitely had his chances, even in the couple games he lost, where he took it to a final round. The execution wasn't there, and I feel like a couple of execution mistakes is all that separated him from Unbearable in that winners finals. So maybe I like Burrito in that.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's such a thing that's tossed up in the air right now. I guess we're gonna have to find out when the time comes. But man, this match right here, Burrito versus Cyclone, this has been such a bloodbath. These dudes are going back and forth like there's no tomorrow. Oh, good block on the interactable. Tosses to Farah with an instant dash up down 1, whatever the hell that was.
Down one charge. The overhead.
Oh, the prize pool is getting beefed up too.
Yes, it
Shout out
is.
to everybody contributing.
Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, Tom Boolery, for the $20 donations.
Good throw right there. What? He just got opened up with the back 2-2. Wow, the reach on that, bro. What the hell? This man almost caught him full screen with that NJP and caught a 38%. Only Ferritor, people.
Ooh. Making Cyclone come off the bar, though. Still has to weather one more. But Pain and Gain can kill. Now any hit can kill for Burrito Voorhees. The meter's there. Cyclone comes off the instant air. Ooh, this still might be doable.
Well, he's got to be careful tossing that disc. Burrito kind of, he's understanding that he's getting a little more aggressive, running up in that face a bit more and stopping that disc from going in the air.
And Cyclone
just like that.
Cyclone's jumped right there on the Pain and Gain cancel more times than not, and he's been right on those throws more time than not.
Wow. And it's weird too, because if you don't time it right, you know, there's a hit of armor that he gets in like the startup frames of that Pain and Gain. So Cyclone, you know, doing that little delay NJP, that's probably the best way to deal with it.
Oh, and he is
again.
He just held north right there. Gonna load up the bomb.
Oh, he's setting it up. He wants damage.
No. Wait. Oh, can't do Pain and Gain. And that's gonna be death. That was probably chip special cancel or special moves. Dude, way more chip than I remember. Like 3%, 4% in some scenarios. Oh my.
Why the atmosphere of this tournament has just amped up tenfolds, man. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore, but these last couple matches have been explosive. Burrito versus Cyclone going down to the wire, tied 2 apiece. We're getting a game 5, baby. Get hype.
Sweaty sweat. Sweaty sweat, sweaty set, indeed.
Sweating.
Woo!
Game 5 for grand finals.
I'm talking so much sweat. When these dudes get up from their gaming chair, their ass cheeks are gonna be glued onto it still.
Now that's sweat.
Vivid.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Well, somebody's cheeks are about to get clapped between these two. I mean, really watching Burrito Voorhees' spacing and movement against this Warrior Predator, I think, has definitely helped. But will it help to close it up here? My goodness.
Oh, that could have
MVP. He drops a combo you cannot be dropping in this situation right now. This is 2 down to the wire.
It's the same thing that scares me about the run back with Unbearable potentially. It's Burrito, if he had this execution, if he had some of these combos, how much damage he's left on the table could have killed 16 people.
Basically, Trevor running right back on top of Tor's back. I think you might have scared her with that sentence, Aquaman.
Did you see him hold up for 20 minutes and then Burrito just says, hey, get out of there.
Oh my God, good throw. This is it. It's going to go down to one final read between both of these players here. The command grab's going to kill. Oh Oh my god, it does it! 18%. This character hits like a truck. Max point for Burrito Voorhees.
For the run back with a bear bolt, and that's before the breakaway can even come. He has to eat every bit of the damage, 30%. Trying to pain and gain a wake up. Did he just try to flash parry a wake up with pain and gain? I'm disgusted. Does it have a damage buff on it? It does, 17%. Armored through. One more hits. Oh, Burrito needs to get the grand final.
Oh! Wow. Running right through, popping him like a Gushers. And that's going to be a GG's Burrito. Taking it 3-2. Taking a spot into the grand finals. What a match. What a way to close that out, man.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. That's what Farah and Tor told each other right before this matchup, and they did. Again, the spacing, the backdashing coming out of Burrito Voorhees, just centimeters away from some of these hits allowed him to blow up, show up and blow up against this Predator, and that's really all it takes. But I think what really helped was having a solid neutral jump punch of their own. I mean, that range was longer than the wrist blades coming out of the Predator, so it seemed that we saw fire fighting against fire, and Farah Tor was the victor. Up against unbearable skill here in the grand final. I mean, I'm still thinking about that previous question of who would go up against a Tremor and how would they do. Well, now we know the answer to that, and it's Burrito Voorhees, and I think he has to use the same skills that we saw here when it comes to spacing and engagement, making that right decision, and we'll probably get a victory here in the grand final.
And, you know, the victory for Burrito Voorhees is not too far-fetched because in the winner's final, Burrito did pretty damn good, if I say so myself. You know, he took games off of him. He took rounds off of him. It was a very close back-and-forth match. But at the end of the day, Unbearable just put a bit more unbearable pressure on the line. And that was what, you know, determined the factor there. So going into the rematch, it's going to be rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's going to be rough for Burrito. You know, dealing with a Tremor in the grand finals, he's going to have to beat him a set of 3, reset the bracket, and beat him another set of 3. You know, doing that against a character like Tremor is going to be a pain in the ass, but I have high hopes with Burrito Voorhees. I think he can definitely do this.
And this is the question in the air, too. Is it going to be the counter pokes? Is it going to be backdashing? I mean, what are the decisions made here? Because we saw a number of decisions being made against Unbearable Skill that were not working out for other players. Unbearable Skill now having a couple minutes to wait and see what Burrito Voorhees was bringing to the table. So this is a great measurement of skill between these two players. Again, shout out to Mr. Aquaman for putting together the Kolosseum Rewind presented by Hitbox, that we get to show these players who have been active in MK11, but showcase why they dominated so well in MKX, and maybe some of them didn't have the chance to dominate, or at least have some of the limelight back when we were pumping out all sorts of shows and big televised events for MKX. So kudos to all the players that have signed up, but damn, we got a good bracket. Looking forward to the finals here.
Yeah, this is going to be it. Down in the wire, we win. I mean, all the match from the beginning, even though we had a couple 3-0s here and there, this was one hell of a tournament. And again, if you guys want to support in any way, please, for the love of God, follow the Twitch channel, drop us up to the Twitch channel, contribute to the prize pool. Any one of those things is going to show your appreciation, show your gratitude towards all these incredible things we do for the community. And, you know, it's all for the community. I can't stress that enough. We do this shit for you guys and girls.
I cannot tell you how many conversations myself and both of these gentlemen have had over the previous, especially, I'd say, 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years plus, for sure.
Give or take, where, you know, that's really what it's about, man. I know for me, I've been trying to put together events and putting together events since 2013 in this community. More so 2014 is when I really started doing offlines too. But it's because I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with events and what events were about. I fell in love with events bringing people together that were interested in the same thing. And that's what these are. It's about bringing us together because it's doing something that we love. And that's one of the biggest things I know for all the people on this call, is that it's because we love the community. It's because we want to see the community grow, because that we need to. And the only way that we can do it is together, and it's bringing more and more people together and trying to get the word out. Because without that, it's going to be a struggle.
I mean, think about it, man. I'm not trying to, you know, throw no shade, but, you know, what if there weren't people like Aquaman? What if there weren't people like Destroyer or all these other great influencers, you know, hosting events for these games that are dead? You know what I'm saying? Like, it does a lot. Not only does it keep the scene fresh, it keeps players coming back, especially people who don't take too kind to the other titles, you know. Maybe somebody doesn't like Mortal Kombat 11, but having these platforms for you guys to come through, showcase the skill, showcase the Necro style of these games, you know, it's all in good faith, man. And it all really plays out and ties in together. So, you know, thank you.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
The fascinating thing about this art form of video games too is that it has a bit of a limited time window. In some elements like film, you know, film has a limited window to be in the theater and you see it in theaters or watch it from home, which I prefer now on my big screen and my surround sound because I don't like people checking their phone during a movie. It's so rude.
Oh, God.
Just that experience of you have a limited window to enjoy it and then you kind of move on either to the sequel or the next season of films that come out. Another thing that's beautiful about this and the wonderful world of the internet is that we get to still go back and showcase these amazing games and all the effort that the developers put into this particular title. And you have to think about all of the marketing endeavors, the tie-ins, the guest characters. So much effort goes into one of these AAA titles. And for us to go back and showcase all that effort, it means something to them as well. As I mentioned with the Swamp Thing tournament we did, as I'm sure with this tournament, to showcase all the hard work that NetherRealm put into MKX, into Injustice 1, Injustice 2, MK9, all these different titles over the last decade. Plus, if we had a re-released classics session, that'd be great. But this is why we love this community, is because all these games mean something to us. And at the end of the day, we're so enthralled to find out who is the best, and we enjoy the journey to get there. So let's find out who's going to be the winner of today's journey. Is it going to be Unbearable Skill or Burrito Voorhees? Let's go.
Oh, man, this is the moment we all been waiting for. Burrito kind of taking a slight beating here in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get adjusted real soon. Gonna stick with the same variation they kind of pitted each other against in the beginning, too, so... Let's see. Maybe he might switch to the Lackey. Maybe he was trying to get that prepared for the crystalline tremor. Who knows? Wow! Tosses the interactable right in his face. He said, "Don't even flex up, bro."
Oh, maybe he got trying to throw in some hit advantage right there. 2+ for the grab attempt. No swing from Unbearable on the interrupted, and really good to put on the EX flex just to avoid some chip damage. But Burrito got him off it, and then immediately went for the throw right when the armor was gone. That was some smarts right there, and those are some adjustments around the armor already from Burrito, and he's mixing up the timings of those grabs where they're starting to connect an awful lot more than the previous set. And wait a minute, is the execution there too?
Yeah, honestly, maybe that was one of the big factors that were causing him to, lose that last match they went against, the execution. But if he's gonna hit those 50% combos clean like that, I think he's gonna be a different story here. Burrito Voorhees just needs one more good touch that can potentially close this out and get up on the board here.
He finds himself in jail. Gonna get him off the armor. Unbearable. Letting go a block right there. Looking for something to absorb to get the punish.
Oh, good breaker.
Oh, and that down one.
Definitely thinks he can take this. If he went off the meter there for that breaker, you know damn well he wants to close this out. Ooh. Oh, man. What a flash parry.
That was, I think Burrito just made a really aggressive call of, you know what? Come off that bar if you want to win this round. And answering the call was Unbearable Skill sniped out of the air. Big air to air, but a pre-committed scoop. Not close enough for the yeet. I love that thing. The scoop from Ferrator is wee!
Yeah, that scoop is a problem. Here we go. Unbearable looking to get corner position here. Tosses the rock, but good neutral duck from Burrito.
Oh,
he tried to call out that NJP with the back too. Unbearable is really seeing into the future right now.
Remember earlier I was telling you it looked like he had a lot of options for that neutral jump punch, whether it be an instant jump one waiting for some recovery, or even there. He knows to make that read against Ferrator.
Yeah, he really does, man. Looking to chip him out.
That's plus.
Oh, that is plus.
That is plus. I missed him right there.
I thought he was dead off the punish off of that, but
no
you
way.
didn't mention it's plus.
That was so crazy. That could have. I cannot believe that Unbearable didn't press for a couple of seconds, and then on the flip side, even Burrito had a moment where he freaked out and didn't press for a moment, and they both just froze in time. Both of them had it there at the end of the round. That's how close this match is.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That's how much they're in each other's heads right now.
Was that the first game?
That was game 1.
Oh my goodness.
Was game 1. Unbearable skill up 1-0. You know, Burrito Voorhees has a tough hill to climb with the bracket reset. But after that first one being so close, I think Burrito's recognizing a couple of the missteps that he had and goes, I know how to beat this guy. I know how to beat this Tremor. Come on, chat.
Yeah, you know, and good thing you mentioned that too. It's a tough hill to climb, and on top of that, it's a lot of focus he's gonna have to put.
May have lost Destroyer there for a second.
It's this fucking mic, bro. I gotta get a new mic. This shit mutes on me out of nowhere, and I cannot stand this shit.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll be talking some real deep stuff, and boom, muted. And I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not saying it again.
Or we'll be playing something that requires communication, and Destroyer says nothing for a while. He's like, I was muted, and then we just get flanked by something. Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man. I gotta send this back to Elgato probably. Hopefully they'll send me a new one. But I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, back to the set. Good jump in.
Oh.
Gotta break away.
One of the few NJPs to actually land its mark, but it was Unbearable trying to call out the distance of it with the back 2 again. Hasn't worked out for him.
Why isn't he reacting to the cookie cutter? Yeah. You know, oh, wait, what? The hell was that? Oh, they're trading, but he's getting the damage. Keep tossing it. It don't matter. Okay, never mind. Don't toss it.
Yeah, hold on a second.
It's like Unbearable's listening to the.
Wait a minute.
Toss the cookies!
He also built a lot of meter. If you think about it, Unbearable is doing 2 special moves for every single special move of Burrito, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Good down pokes. Burrito still very much in this. He's got to do something now or never. Unbearable skill goes up 2-0, man. That's going to be a tough situation for Burrito. Hitting him with unblockables. Burrito just playing real patient. Catches him with the whiff punish, their trip guard. Beautiful stuff coming from Burrito's side. Gonna take that round. Dude, it's like all these matches are so damn close, so down on the wire, but Unbearable, he just gets that little added push that closes it out.
Oh, from downtown with the 2-1-2. That's kind of smart, because the range that is at, the last hit, is really hard. It like has no hurt box. So if Burrito would have done anything, I feel like it would have sniped it. And it's a nice safe approach for him. And now he's back to work here in the corner, flexed up here on a Sunday afternoon. And I'll give him another round to his name as he's getting closer and closer to trying to become your Kolosseum Rewind champion here of MKX. No, don't stop. Fuck, just stop it.
Did you see that flash parry eating the NJP, and he countered it with a forward 4?
He was like, these
Unbearable skill, relax.
He was like, these back 2s aren't working out, and you know what? I'm gonna go the tried and true. I'm just gonna armor it.
It honestly looks like he's just trying to show the complete brokenness of Tremor at this point.
Ooh, trying to make another monumental read with the back 2. They haven't worked out, but I know that he's looking for something that if it works, he's gonna be like, yeah, I read that. Ooh, not ready for the low. Thought the 2-1-2 was coming. Burrito goes down 2-0 here. This is tournament life on the line. Will we see a potential switch if there was ever a time to do it? It looks like Unbearable did start to get... I mean, that one blow-up of an NJP is really all he needed.
Well,
to completely change how Burrito was playing it.
You know, if Burrito wants to take this, he has to do the unthinkable now, Mr. Aquaman. He has to do the Mena. The Mena comeback.
This is the hardest spot to come back from right here. Is that not only you have to reverse 3-0, but then you have to beat him again.
Yup. I mean, it's doable. We've seen it. We've seen legends, you know, take up this task. And look at that. He's going to be making the switch to Jason. Something he probably should have done a lot earlier. But, you know, maybe the surprise pick is going to throw off Unbearable skill. But from my knowledge, I know there's quite a few players in the scene that you know, rock the Jason Voorhees. And I'm pretty sure Unbearable skill is going to be no foreigner when it comes to the Jason Voorhees pick.
I mean, this is on paper, to me, a character that when it's his turn in the corner, he's got the chains up, it shuts down the thing that Tremor does best. Armor.
Wait, does it shut down the crystal armor though? I think it still has a shatter effect, does it?
I think so. But still,
Yeah, so it's not gonna make much of a difference.
being able to get rid of flash parry like that is pretty key as well.
You are right. We'll see how this plays out.
It's-
Already though, unbearable skill mixing him up, opens him up with the overhead. Oh my god. Here we go. Get the down one into the command grab. Burrito's gonna have to match the pace of unbearable and get dirty with this set here.
I'm not too sure. I mean, I like that he's getting the health back, but I feel like the armor break would have been better there for him just because of the meter that unbearable had. But you know what? He's still alive here, and he got a good amount of health back from that. It's gonna give him a turn. It's gonna be all Shiro. He's gonna save it here. Yeah, no meter.
No.
Not enough meter, I should say. And a tournament point for unbearable here, Destroyer.
Sheesh, man. Good jump over. He's gonna have to go off that breaker because, you know, being put in a corner situation with Tremor is that's the last thing you want to deal with. He's trying to play some good neutral against Tremor, but that's the playing neutral against Tremor is like saying Shao Kahn's #1 in Mortal Kombat 11.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and downplay Shao Kahn and MK11. Now hold on a sec. I'm just messing with you. We got unbearable skill. Go for the low. Nice poke out. Burrito avoiding jail. So the command grab. He's got to worry about a
He
flash
can
parry
make
here.
this
Wake
happen.
up, and the flash parry does go.
Unstoppable does get a damage buff the lower his life is, so who knows? Oh my god, wait.
This
going
is
on right
madness.
now?
This is madness, and one life to live for Burrito Voorhees.
He's alive!
Final opportunity.
He had a decent amount of meter. Beautiful whiff punish to start us off. Not gonna be able to escape it. He's gonna get the chain up, and now welcome to playing Jason's game. And that's all unbearable needed was one right read to get one turn. Incredible. That was everything that Burrito Voorhees needed to get the W. It was to shut down any form of armor, any kind of flash parry. And he gave him such a stagger that it gave him enough time to just jump out of the corner. It was a huge read from Unbearable, because if Unbearable's wrong right there, he probably dies meterless.
Wow. What a way to close out the Kolosseum Rewind Mortal Kombat X North America. Unbearable skill taking it 3-0 over Burrito Voorhees. Still, you know, even though it was 3-0, I do gotta say, valiant effort from Burrito Voorhees. You know, he definitely was going toe-to-toe a majority of the rounds, took some games out, but at the end of the day, Unbearable skills pressure was a bit too unbearable.
And the skill played out. Well done to all players involved, but in particular, Unbearable skill utilizing that pressure from Tremor. We talked about it before the match. We talked about it earlier in the bracket. We're trying to find if anybody could find the secret formula, the secret solution maybe to try to stop this pressure from Tremor. And there was occasionally some moments where Burrito Voorhees was definitely finding those little parts and pieces with Ferrator. But the switch to Jason, you think, is it too little too late? He's going to have some extra health by coming back as Unstoppable variation of Jason. But it just seems that the entire run of Tremor is just trying to find where the weak spot is in this crazy rock ninja. And I think that weak spot is the patient block strings that you have to execute, but then blowing up right after. I'm gonna have to go back and like watch the VOD and then also look at some other VODs that people have done online of showcasing Tremor, you know, post MKX, post release of MKX into when they had, you know, Injustice 2 and then Mortal Kombat 11. Because there's just so many offensive options with this variation. So shout out to all the players involved, and shout out to everybody watching. And I have some homework to do next time I watch some MKX. I'm gonna be like, who's playing Tremor and how's anybody beating him?
Yeah, that's one of the best things to go to, you know, into a Mortal Kombat X event in the past year with a notebook, is seeing how people are dealing with Tremor. Because Destroyer, would you say Tremor's one of the highest winning characters currently in MKX?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, if it isn't Tremor, then it's probably like Damage's Melina or, you know, one of X88's crazy characters or Ninja Killer's Liu Kang. But it's not one of those guys winning it. It's probably going to be a damn Tremor. And that's just how it is right now. But, you know, speaking of Tremor, I feel like the character does have his counters at the end of the day. You know, even though people are saying the character is broken, autopilot, he's #1. He has his bad matchups. As bizarre as that sounds, he has his bad matchups. Like, You look at some of the characters with the fast hitting strings, you know, someone like Liu Kang with the back one, that can really, you know, slow him down. Or even a character like Katana, if you can just control the neutral, not have him flex up, that's the way you really deal with the character. But, you know, when it comes down to the up close and personal level of things, there's no stopping Tremor. It's just too much pressure.
Yeah, and you know, even with the cookie throw on the ground and just throwing another projectile to stop that
Plus
or run
12,
through
by
it.
the way, Joshua Gray. Plus 12, that cookie cutter.
Plus 12? Jeez.
EX is plus 12.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so then I'm just trying to think of any viable options, as you mentioned, of zoning and katana, possibly others. And like, well, if that's plus 12 on the cookie, then
there
other
are some really cool options out there that some characters have. Like, I'll let you guys know, my choice for fighting that character is Unbreakable Sub-Zero, because he has a one-frame parry that even if he has the flex up, he gets full comboed for it if he tries to take the turn. And so you have to find like really little things, and you know, find what your character can do to maybe multi-hit in a situation like this, or an armor that gives you enough advantage in a situation if he were to absorb it, and try not to put yourself in a situation to where he can do that, where he can take a hit and give you a punish for it, because those guys, it is on them, but you also kind of don't want to test them to have that knowledge at this level, because they will have that knowledge and they will use that against you.
True enough. Well,
So
again,
there's something.
great performances all around.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to Unbearable Skill. And there's one more thing I want to add. You know, this is going towards the people in Aquaman's YouTube comments. If I see anybody bitching about Crystalline Tremor, there's going to be a problem. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and don't you bitch about Crystalline Tremor, because this is the only game we get to see Tremor, all right? Think about it. It's the only game we get to see Tremor. You want him to be
Mike again, Destroyer. Mike again.
Did they cut him out?
Mike-
All right,
The
the last
Tremor
part was
League.
better unsaid.
He actually muted himself because I got a little too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, guys, this has been a really long day for us here at the Coliseum. We've been going since EU hours, and so we'll wrap up nice and quickly. The match arena was huge today for both EU and NA, and thank you, Josh, for the donations on that, and everyone in chat, for you two for coming on, and for doing everything that you guys do for the community as well. And it's just been awesome to bring you guys together and have some fun. Just have some fun on a Sunday afternoon here with Mortal Kombat. So I'm going to give Josh the floor first. Josh, shout out anything you got going on, and I'm just going to give you the floor. Take it away.
All right, thank you again, Mr. Aquaman, and to everybody involved at the Coliseum. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Xbox Monday through Friday. I'm part of the Xbox Plays team. We had a lot of fun showcasing a variety of different games. Been playing a lot of Hades and a lot of Rogue Company, but we also did a Mortal Kombat 11 tournament a little while ago. Love to feature some more tournaments in the future. We have a Tekken one on the way happening next weekend, but you can find all the tournaments happening at smash.gg/Xbox. And I'll be also going live on my channel here in the winter months coming up, since after Labor Day, after tomorrow. And that's all the channels, YouTube and Twitch, Mr. Joshua Gray. Same for all the socials. Keep the dream alive, everybody. We do this for you because we love this game. We love this community. And this was another example as to why. Thanks again, Mr. Aquaman.
Thank you. And Destroyer, I'm going to give you the floor as well. Tell us.
Yeah,
what you got?
You know, I just want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Aquaman. I want to give a huge shout out to Joshua Gray. You know, you guys have him here today for Mortal Kombat X action. You know, I'm always down to get crazy when it comes to this game. And what I got working on is Champions of the Realms Injustice 2. That's what's going down. You can catch that on September 15th through 17th. It's going to be over on my Twitch channel, Cabooses Twitch channel. It'll be a 2-day event. Top 16 of the best Injustice 2 players are going to be going at it for a prize pool of whatever the community builds it up to. And that's about it, man. As always, Mr. Aquaman, I want to say thank you so much, man. Continuing to support the community, continuing to bring this hype-ass content. It's always a blast. Always a blast commentating with you. Always a blast hanging out with you. And keep it going, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming on. And we are going to have some crazy events for the next 2 weeks here on the Coliseum to close out Rewind. Next Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, Injustice 1. We were live on Thursday with a playtest, and the response from the players in the Invitational when they played on our private Parsec server was almost speechless. They couldn't believe how good it felt and how close to offline an online experience can be in Injustice 1 and MK9. So I think that this is some game-breaking shit. It's just the first test of it. If your favorite player wasn't invited, suck the fattest dick a sperm whale penis is dragging through the Atlantic Ocean right now.
Yo, cut that one out there, you bro. Holy.
Hold
Man, we got
my
a-
nutsack.
We got Exotic Don up in this bitch, so I mean, how you gonna cut that?
So take it easy.
Circumcision.
Take
Anyways,
a deep
I'm done.
breath. We're testing Injustice 1 and MK9 on a very viable online situation. And we got some amazing players lined up for it. Let me break down Injustice 1 for you, which will be next Sunday. Again, 6 o'clock Eastern right here. Gur is going to be on the mic with me, and I actually used to commentate with Gur back in the Injustice 1 days.
Yeah, wait, I was going to ask, can you share the players that are invited?
Yeah, it's going to be Burrito Voorhees, as I mentioned earlier. It's going to be Forever King, Darth Arma, Daddy Dab, Honeybee,
Holy cow.
Slayer, and Decay.
Oh, this is stacked.
Oh, Lobo. Ugh. And then the following Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern. That's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks and 30 minutes from now. Actually, and 30 minutes ago. I forgot I'm in Central. For MK9, we've got Tyrant, Kerbalicious, Wound Cowboy, Forever King as well, because I just love King. We have Mike Metroid, my dark horse to win the thing. Talk about hot. Yeah, that's my pick, is Mike Metroid to win this thing. We've also got Costner and CD Manny. You guys might know him as CD Jr., one of the greatest players from my day.
Oh, this man brought back the OGs to go at it in an invitational tournament. If you guys don't mark that down your calendar and check it out, you're going to be missing out on possibly the greatest MK9 action to happen in the last 5 years.
So that will be the next 2 Sundays, and that's going to be it from us here for Mortal Kombat X and week number 3 of Rewind. Thank you to all the players, all the viewers, all the talent. You guys have been awesome, and we'll see you next Sunday for Injustice 1. Take care. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.
The Kolosseum Rewind is presented by Hitbox. Take control at hitboxarcade.com/rewind. And by Kolosseum.gg. Find events, merchandise, membership, advertising, and more.